Huh, is it picking up the wind then? Wow, okay. Or maybe it's picking up the computer screaming. There we go.
You told me not to get into it yet.
Right. Right before everything took that. Says we're on. Okay.
Cool. Now it's working. Can't push button yet.
Well, you want to do
Because
an
they're pretty much
introduction?
just watching me sit here. Hi,
Who's just watching you sit here?
the audience. Whoever's watching. Nobody's watching.
Nobody's yet.
But, you know, when they go back and look at this later, they're going to feel like she's just sitting there and orchestrating.
I'll be able to edit it. Don't worry. Okay.
Am I good to go?
So far, it seems that way. I'd say so.
Okay. Hi. I'm Faerie. For those of you who know me from chat, some of our longtime fans might know me as Mrs. Anderson because this is Guy, and he's Mr. Anderson to some because he's gonna be a teacher, and he's gonna be awesome. So here we are streaming again, trying to make some bits, you know, dollar bits, y'all, just to kind of supplement our income here, specifically to help Mr. Anderson become a teacher. So follow along as I once again get forced to play Skyrim, which I have avoided pretty much always, and Guy is making me do it. So if you hope you like voices and accents and people rage quitting, because I'm sure eventually I will get to the point that I'm rage quitting, but at the moment I'm just finding books and acting every single one of them out. So strap in for that one. Here we go. That didn't work. I pressed any button. Ah, there we go. Yes, I would like to continue from my last save game. Because why not? The highest mountain in all of Tamriel is Skyrim's throne of the world. Ooh! I wanna get to the top. Top. Oh, the Greybeards live near the top, which means there's probably a thing that would make me go to the top to go meet the Greybeards. I'm betting. Ooh, foreshadowing. Combat difficulty can be modified at any time. Good. Even in the middle of a battle. Nice. Easy, please. Come on.
By the way, in case you didn't know, you do have a level up. At least one level up available.
Yes, I know I do. I just don't know how to actually do it. General stats, quest, combat, magic, crafting, crimes, system, guessing that. Aha! Level up. Found it! When your level increases, you must choose to increase your health, magicka, or stamina. You can also select a new perk at this time or save it for later. So like feats in D&D. That's cool. Available perks are highlighted in each constellation. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Magicka, health, or stamina. What should I do? What should I do? There's nobody watching, so no one's gonna tell me what to do. Let's see. I'm gonna go with health because I'm one squishy motherfucker. So sure. Health, I guess. Wait, no, stamina, because I'm constantly getting told that my stamina's out, like all the time. So stamina. Yes. Okay. Distraction. School of Destruction involves like bardic schools or like wizardry schools.
These are perk trees.
I know they're perk trees. Well, no, they're not trees. They're constellations. They are perk constellations. However, it says the school of, and that just reminds me of D&D with the wizards and the bards. Bards have colleges, and wizards, I think, have schools, and druids have circles. And
well, there's a Bard's College and a Wizards College here, so get used to it.
That's just
weird.
Well,
Mages College, not just wizards, but
School of Destruction involves the harnessing of the energies of fire, frost, and shock. This skill makes it easier to cast spells like Fireball, Ice Spike, and Lightning Bolt. No, thank you. Restoration involves control over life forces. This skill makes it easier to cast spells like Healing, Turn Undead, and Magical Wards. Ooh, that one sounds nice, and I like that it's kind of like a phoenix, which will be one of my first tattoos. I've got someone who's just about finished it. She's got the outline all done. Her name is Bailey Hansen. She's awesome. Check her out on Facebook. I will look up her page later because she finally put a name to it, and it's awesome. But she has actually made a couple of things for me, and she's really good. So her outline's really good. I'm just waiting for her to add some color to it and give me a finalized copy so I can take it to a tattoo person that I will eventually get one day. But then again, I've been talking about getting tattoos for years, and I still don't have any because I'm a mom. And I will rationalize to myself to the end of the world why I don't need things like new phones, even though I at one point had one that was so trashed it was cutting me, and I was still not buying a new phone, or a tablet, even though everybody else has one, and now I have my son's broken one because his dad bought him a new one. And things like games and doctor bills and anything else that it means it's for me. But yeah, especially tattoos as much as I want them. Let's see. The School of Alteration involves the manipulation of the physical world and its natural properties. This skill makes it easier to cast spells like water breathing, magical protection, and paralysis. That was kind of neat. I don't like it as much as restoration, though. The more powerful the enchanter, the stronger the magic he can bind to his weapons and armor. That might be good. Because see, normally I like to play ranged characters, but most games they have like a thing where you kind of aim in the general direction, and it gives you the feature of being able to lock on. It's one of the reasons I like Fallout like a lot, because of the whole that system, and basically, and like Mass Effect where it lets you lock on to your people. I like that. This one doesn't seem to have that feature, so I've pretty much been going melee with this one instead of ranged because I suck at aiming. Okay, so next, smithing. Ooh, I could do a lot of smithing, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty good at it, I guess, but I mean, it's also kind of boring. The art of creating improved weapons and armor from raw materials. Heavy armor. Those trained to use heavy armor make more effective use of iron, steel, dwarven, orcish, ebony, and daedric armors. Interesting.
Daedric.
Didn't I say Daedric?
I thought you said Daedric.
I said Daedric.
Oh,
I said
okay.
Daedric, right? Well, I said Daedric. Block. The art of blocking an enemy's blows with a shield or weapon. I'm really bad at blocking. Not because my shield is bad or the skill is low, but because I suck at the idea of blocking. I'm liking the whole dual wielding a lot better because I forget to block. I'm definitely a button masher. Blocking reduces the damage and staggering from physical attacks. Yeah. Two-handed. I'm doing wait, no, not two-handed. One-handed. I'm going to want to up one-handed because I've been doing a lot of that one-handed crap. The art of combat using two-handed weapons, such as greatswords, battle axes, and warhammers. Those trained in this skill deliver deadlier blows. One-handed. The art of combat using one-handed weapons, such as daggers, swords, maces, and war axes. Trained in deadlier blows. Archery. Psh, we're not going to build that up at all. We're not going to do that. Armor. Those trained to use light armor make more effective use of high leather, elven, and glass armors. Sneak! The art of moving unseen and unheard. Highly skilled sneaks can even hide in plain sight. That could be useful. Lockpicking. I feel like I don't need to be trained in lockpicking though, right? Because I'm already doing a lot of it, and that seems to be training me in and of itself. So do I really need a perk to improve my
Look at the
lockpicking?
perks. Believe it or not, some of the perks would fit into, let's say, double the amount of gold that you have already doubled as an Imperial.
The stealthy art of picking, and well, I'm not going to do that. I'm a good person. So, because I don't play bad people. So, no.
Whatever. You're going to join the Thieves Guild. Everybody does.
The skill of persuasion can be used to get better prices from. Ooh, I like that one. That one. So this is why I like playing a bard. I like using my charisma. Of course, when I play a bard, my charisma only works for me when I want to get laid. Go figure. You know, I blame it on the fact that I decided to have a lesbian bard specifically so I wouldn't have to hit on anyone in the party. Yeah. Now I get laid by all the chicks in town. Every tavern. Every brothel. Everywhere. And yet, I can't talk my way out of a paper bag when it comes to talking my way out of a fight. Alright, alchemy. Alchemists can create magical potions and deadly poisons. Illusion. School of illusion involves manipulating the mind of enemies. It makes it easier to cast spells like fear, calm, and invisibility. Conjuration covers raising the dead. Ooh, I like that one. Summoning creations from oblivion. Summoning creations from oblivion. That's the one that makes you like a Pokemon master, right?
Yes.
Not as conjure. Conjures are half magic spells. Bound weapons do more. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look up here. There we go. What's this one? Apprentice. Half. Bound weapons. Dual cast conjure. There's a spell. Aha! I can summon Aphronax and raise undead twice as many. Double duration. Elemental potency. And then nice. Okay, so I like those two branches. There we go. So I have a feeling those are okay, then I'm back to destruction. So I'm thinking conjuration, speech. Those will be like the first couple that I'm gonna want to be working on. So I'm gonna start with speech though, because I always do. Haggling. Let's see. Haggling, bribing guards to ignore crimes. I shouldn't even have crimes. 10% better prices with the opposite sex. Sell any kind of item to any kind of merchant. Invest. Ugh. This is boring. Alright. Persuasion attempts are 30%. Intimidation is twice as successful. Ugh. Okay, actually, it's not as good as it looked. I feel like it definitely has a little bit, like, but it looks like I have to do, like, 1, 2, 3 just to get to persuasion attempts, and then it's intimidation. I don't want to intimidate people. I don't want to intimidate people. I want to be nice. This game doesn't want me to be nice. It's already got more points against it. I'm just saying. Alright, here we go. So we'll stick with conjuration then. We'll start there. Booyah! Yes, please. Cool. That one next. Oh, whoops. I didn't finish my level up, I don't think. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Next. Now, I don't remember what I'm doing. What am I doing? Here? Yes, quest. I'm doing this one. Right! That thing that I tried to do on my own and was really stupid for having tried to do on my own. So we're just walking, and that's my buddy. That's my buddy. I helped him get a girlfriend, and get rid of the dude who like wanted the girlfriend also. So now we're good. We're tight. We're buds. And this is not how we get up the mountain. Let's see. How are we getting up the mountain in a way that my buddy can actually follow me? Because the last time, shoot. How do you? Aha! There it is. I think this way works. This way should work. So I'm just walking. So he should be able to follow me, right? Where's my buddy? Why is my buddy not following me? I walked. This shouldn't be that hard.
They don't run up mountains.
They don't run up mountains. Okay. So my next question is, if I go inside a building, will they appear there, or do I have to go find them? Okay, let's find the way down. Let's see if that'll help. I'll find the way down. And then maybe I can find it. Because I couldn't figure out the way up this mountain in the first place other than walking up the side of it. So this will, at the very least, help me find a way, you know, my way around, which will be nice too. Nope, still going. Okay. Oh. How do I, like this? That's right. I'm here. Where'd you go? Ha! Take that, bitch. That's what you get. What? That's what you get. Oh, look at that. I found my way. Now I just gotta find my friend. Oh, there was totally an easy way to get there from town. I went the hard way. Alright, so now I gotta hope my friend shows up. I don't really know where I left him. Ah, there he is. Is that my friend? No, that's not my friend. Yes, that's my friend? I don't know. Who is that?
Still here.
Yes, that's my friend. Okay. Exit. There we go. Okay.
Lead on.
So, this way, you know, the easy way that Gal totally tried to show me that I completely ignored the first time. I'm assuming if I stay on the path, you'll follow me. Yes. Okay, good. Here we go. We're looking, and we're looking, and we're looking. So far, so good. Guy's still following. Cool. What's your name again? Faendal? Findal? Something like that. F-A-E, so I'm going to assume
Corion.
Corion. His name is not Corion.
He's a wood elf.
But that's not his name. It says his name is Faendal. Still keeping up with me? Cool. Alright. Where is it telling me? Oh, I got 2 viewers! Yay! Hi, viewers! So, does this stuff reset is going to become the next question. I don't think so, because otherwise we would be fighting a crap load of people right now. Okay, how do I get up more? Uh-oh. Therein lies the question. How do I get up more without losing my friend? Well, I guess we're just going to follow this some more? Or is there a path here? Oh, here we go. Here's where the path keeps going, right? He's going to follow me? Okay, cool. No. Ugh. It's not the way. And once I hit those rocks, he won't follow. Alright. Don't worry, dude. We're going to find the way. We're going to find the way. We'll find the way. One way or another, we will find the way. I'm not sure what the way is, but we will find it. Ah, here we go. This is the way? Yes. You know how I know? Because the guy's still following me. Okay, here we go. Aha! The arches! Dun dun dun! Found it! Just not so bad. I ain't gonna snack. Cause I don't wanna be a badass. Do do do. I got some apples. Do do do. I got some too. I blame Guy for that. Adventures in Minecraft. There we go. Now I can be a real elf for the show. Okay. Okay, and I think we finally found the spot. I can't remember what does what. Shit. Okay, so this is sneaking.
What was that? Over here!
Woot woot!
You should have stayed in your precious forests, elf.
Really?
Show me what you've got!
Well, I mean, you're dead, and he's still here, so. Yeah. Okay, gold. Nothing else looks like super great.
Arrows weigh nothing, so they're free gold as you get your prices up.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, in that case, I will take the arrows because they weigh nothing. Oh, go back to sneaky, sneaky. Oh, wait, where's the other guy I killed? Right, no, not you. There's like, no, that's a skeever. There's the other bandit.
Eat the sack of flour.
Eat the sack of flour, he says.
You can eat it from their inventory. That's why I was just saying to eat it.
I mean, my health is already pretty high up there.
Well, yeah, you're fine. You don't need to eat it. I was just saying eat it.
I don't need
It's
to eat the
hilarious to
flour.
imagine eating a sack of
He
butter.
just wants me to eat the sack of flour.
A sack of flour, or I mean, an entire batch of butter for absolutely no reason.
Yay, I got a chance to improve my lock picking. Woot woot! Gold! Scroll! Silver! And I don't need that. Wait, can I equip them with stuff?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, we'll take them. Because you don't have them.
I'm right behind you.
I need to trade something.
What do you want me to carry?
I want you to have something I don't have on. Because see, that is armor of 12. Wait, what happened to the fur one I had? I just picked up. Or maybe it was that one. That one. There you go.
No, you gotta press
Oh, whoops.
square to give.
what was I wearing before? I was wearing that before. Okay. 19. Yeah. Okay. So square to give that to him. And
You should probably equip that.
yeah. Okay. Cool. And so on that note, I'm gonna come
Really?
back
I'll
over
follow.
here and get me that armor. I heard somewhere in a meme that if you just sneak everywhere, you gain your sneak
Yeah.
skill. So I'm sneaking everywhere. Oh yeah, we were gonna take the armor, but I don't. I just want to take it. Yeah, I can just take it like that. Okay. Okay. So now I can turn around and talk to you.
Still here.
Nope.
All right. What is it?
Not what I meant to do. Exit.
What do you need?
Back.
Anything
Okay.
else?
Where'd you go? I don't like that I can't see you.
I'm right behind you.
Right there.
What do you want me to carry?
No. I want. Yes, the key. I want the key to your house. Totally, dude. Totally. All right. 25. Okay, cool. So we're gonna give, and we're gonna give, and I'm assuming you're better, clearly, and you're gonna give me that. Okay.
Let's get going then.
So now you're outfitted. So let's go.
Where are you?
What do you mean, where am I? I'm in the place.
Oh, the place that killed you before?
Yes, the place that. Oh, speaking of. Remembering that the last time I was here, I died terribly at the hands of a giant fucking spider. So, gonna save, because didn't save, and that was a bad idea. So, we're gonna save. There we go. Quick save. There we go. Save. All good.
Oh, look at that pot on that thing. That, yeah.
That is a
They
pop.
spelled your name wrong.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, it's your urn, but it keeps calling it something Burial? Look inside it.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It's yours. Look inside it.
It doesn't say anything about being mine.
Well, it's not stealing to take from it,
Because it's an urn.
so it must be yours.
No? Just means that it doesn't belong to anybody. Because the only person it would belong to is dead already.
Perfect. That means you had nobody can use it but you.
Oh my god.
So you
you're
might as well
correct.
take everything that's in those.
You're totally correct, dude. Yeah, that one's empty.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, those things will have gold, jewels, gems, jewelry, potions.
They'll have stuff in them, I get it.
Yep. Kind of
But you
limited
gotta
to
be
the
worried about
exact
it.
list that I just gave you, though.
I don't think I went this way last time. Well, probably because I can't go this way. It stops you after a minute. Well, that's dumb. I'm all for providing like multiple ways to get to places, but stupid little dead ends. Waste of time. Although I mean realistic, I guess, but waste of time.
Ooh, that skeever had something on it.
No, he didn't. He has a skeever tail.
Yeah, that's alchemy.
Ugh. Not full metal, okay?
Spider eggs in the broken open hatching things are also alchemy ingredients.
That one's empty too. Yes, please. This is where you'll start seeing me follow the rule of save early and often. because I don't remember exactly where, but I do remember that I'm about to get attacked by a giant spider. It's going to try to eat me. Very sucky spider. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of spiders in the first place. I mean, Guy over here, at least he knows about spiders and likes spiders and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this puzzle first. Okay, I'm no longer worried. See, because it's a snake, and it's another snake, and then it's the whale. Okay. What I think is a whale. What I'm pretty sure it's a whale.
Might be a dolphin.
And I'm pretty sure it's a whale. Alright, so we're going to activate the pillar. That's a snake. Activate the pillar. That's a snake.
Well, either way. Fuck you, whale, and fuck you, dolphin.
I don't understand his animosity to whales and dolphins, but okay.
South Park, Japan.
South Park in Japan, okay.
This is over the dead body. You could use it to
Oh yeah, I
resurrect it.
forgot. Dead body's gonna have shit. I don't even think I checked this dead body the last time.
I'm fairly certain you can actually resurrect him and make him work for you.
How?
Go into your spells.
Okay, hold on. Yes, right there. Okay. So that would be restoration?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. Raise zombie. Only for 60 seconds, though.
Huh?
There's nothing in the next 60 seconds.
I just saw a couple of enemies light up, so you're going to be getting in a little bit of a fight here.
I don't know how to do it.
Hold the left, hold L2. Now release. There you go, now re-equip your weapon.
I don't know what I'm doing. What weapon do I not have equipped? That I had equipped before?
Your steel warhammer.
My steel warhammer. Cool. Thank you. This way. Oh, that's right. Here you go. Fight the zombie. Come fight the zombie.
Oh, it killed it.
Good. Oops. Hate little things. Little things I cannot get to. Skeeverton. Skeeverton.
Somewhere I actually have all of the potion ingredients. Ooh, that's right.
What? I think I already read this one last time, though.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. So I won't put you through me doing it again.
I take it. Oh yeah. What was the first one in the series though? Beggar?
Yeah,
You
but
read Beggar as well.
No, I've only read Thief. The problem is I
Oh.
haven't found Beggar.
Oh, you found the next one in the series because
Yeah.
there's 3.
Yeah, I
Okay.
found the second one, but not the first one or the third. Oh, that's okay. Yes, please. I'm not really sure what that does, but I figure like it's probably important.
Usually.
Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. A sneak, a sneak. Sneak, a sneak. Scroll of fireball. Play rounds. Weak paralysis potion. Okay, this is about right. But okay, time to go in first person so I can see what I'm picking up. And then go back out in first person.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Haknir? Bjorn? Soling?
No, this is not any of your friends. And I'm pretty sure this is about the part where I.
No, I remember you, but I need help.
This is where I'm gonna come over here and see you die, right? Maybe not. No, remember how did I do this. Oh, I think I just like worked my way through. Oh wait, search the skeleton. Gold.
Hey, gold.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Oh, there was something else there.
I see that.
Oh shit.
There's a chest. 14 gold, bitches. Dollar ball. Wait.
Yeah,
what?
dollar balls, y'all.
Yeah. I was trying to say bills and gold at the same time.
All
It
you
came
could
out
think of was my
ball.
balls.
Yes, that's exactly it. All I could think of were your balls.
Or was it Fandel's balls?
Might have been. You don't know.
Oh, did you get a disease or something?
No? Why?
Because your stamina is regenerating really slow.
My stamina's been like that.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because that just seems really slow to me.
Attack it, dude. Start attacking. Start attacking. Nope. Nope, not today. Not today, bitch. No.
Don't let it get me. Help!
Get him! Get him!
Get it. Get away. 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 Aha!
There you go.
Yes! Oh my god, I did it! I killed the
Murdered it.
spider! I killed the spider! I killed the spider!
So,
Kill
yeah,
the
that whole
spider.
quick save thing.
Shut up. Let's see. Okay. And wait, nope. Nope. This one. Haha! Found it. Okay. Potions! And a healing. There we go. Okay. I put that. Fucking ass spider. Take your arrows. Take your venom. Bitch, man.
Get me down.
Oh, there's a dude over there. But I was
Get
gonna
me out of here.
like look around for a little bit first. Gold! Yes.
It's okay. He'll just cycle through the same shit over and over and over again. Just let him hang for a minute.
Get me out.
Lockpicks, not bad.
Get me down. Get me down.
That one that's broken open at your feet.
Ah, there it is. Okay, spider. Ugh, spider eggs.
Yeah, the ones that you can search all look like that.
They all look like an open pistachio.
Yep.
Okay.
You just you might have to break some pipe to get through to some
Over
of them.
here.
There you go.
Give me one, dude. I'm looking for broken egg sacks.
Don't leave me for Arcade's sake.
Ah, over there.
Get me out of here.
I will in a minute. Give me a sec. I want to get stuff first, you know.
Get me out of here.
All right.
Get me out of here.
I'm coming. Hold your horses.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Here's the
Yes,
golden claw, though.
I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Cut me
Really?
down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Hmm. The claw was like stolen from that dude in town, right?
Yep.
Yeah, hand over that
Does it
first.
look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
I'm gonna cut you down.
It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Come back here. Shark. Come back here.
Don't like the looks of this.
Push you off.
I knew it. Ha! Cleared out, I guess.
It won't let me hurt him.
Oh!
Aha!
Did you murder him already?
Yep.
Holy shit. Usually he sends you on a fucking he takes you for a chase that lasts a while.
I got him. I got him. Apparently I'm better at this than he was.
You just murdered somebody for theft, you murder hobo.
I'm not a murder hobo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a home?
I'm not a murder hobo. My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands, and with it, the power of the ancient Nordic something. Heroes! Haha! Heroes! That fool Lucan Valerius has no idea that his favorite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Barrow. Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says there is a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. Neat. Take. Sure, why not? We'll take it and take it and meh. Values 2.
And always remember that you can give him shit
Still here.
I know.
to carry back to sell.
Do I have to get it back from him to sell it, or just have him following me?
You have to like actually take it back from him.
Okay.
But you can over encumber yourself to infinity.
Okay.
It just reduces your pace to a crawl.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I also don't want to crawl.
But if you do it while you're in a shop,
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
type of thing.
Go. They have no weight, so I might as well just hold on to them. Go. 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 I'd like to pull on the potions. I'll pull one of the scrolls. I'll pull the food. Is food hungry? Yeah, like barely. Okay. Same thing. Books. Huh. Okay. Keys and miscellaneous. Okay, cool. There we go.
You lead, I'll follow.
So we stripped him. Let's check that the gold. We'll look at that. Gold. Then we'll take. All right, so let's find our way back. So I can look at. There was some. Looked like there was a table with some shit on it that I'd like to look at. Like I was just running so fast I couldn't stop to look at anything. Mainly because I just assumed that if I didn't go after him, he would disappear. But I don't care. I got him without getting too far away, so it works. Are you gonna tell me only one of those things even has anything in it? Some linen wraps, but I've gotten a lot of linen wraps. Ooh, embalming tool. That's neat.
Yeah, linen wraps are basically worthless.
Oh. Well,
They're
shit.
too heavy for their price.
Okay, was there anywhere else, or was this the first room that had stuff in it that I wanted? Oh, this was the first one. Okay, so we're in that first room. Empty. Ugh.
Well, get it.
Oof. What?
If you get into one of those urns, like there's one to your right there.
These big ones?
Yep.
Oh, hey! Gold! I thought
And you
I'd
can
already
also
gone up to
drop your shit in there. So if you don't want to carry around the linen wraps and the embalming tools that are worth less in gold than they are in carry weight, just fucking drop them in there, or just drop them.
Oh,
on
you
the
mean
floor.
embalming tools aren't even any good in, like, alchemy or anything?
Nope.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
They're cool decorative things. I mean, if you put them, if you have a house that you want to be like a necromancer's laboratory
Uh-huh.
type of thing, fucking have a bunch of linen wraps and embalming tools in it. It's a cool artistic touch, but you are going to come across that for the rest of the game, no matter what.
Okay.
They're going to be fucking everywhere.
Alright, so I cut Arville down, which is part of the thing. So, oh, I'm supposed to find the secret. I'm not supposed to just take this back? Okay. I just assumed the next thing would be taking it back.
You just got. You almost just murdered Faendal.
Oh, he's regenerating.
Yeah, everybody regenerates health slowly, except for
Except us.
enemies.
And us.
No, you are regenerating health slowly.
Oh, just way slower than he is.
Oh yeah, a hell of a lot slower than he is.
Okay,
So don't step on that.
I'm not going to step on that again. Wait, detected? Detected by what?
No, you'll have to go forward and find out. Uh-oh.
Okay, seriously, don't do that. That's...
Might be something that's pretending to be dead.
Oh yeah, it probably is.
Like that armored thing back there with its arms crossed across its chest.
No!
Yeah, beat Faendal. God damn, you do find a lot of gold.
Well, apparently that's what I get for being an Imperial.
It's just like the amount you're finding at such a low level is pretty fucking amazing.
Because I'm an Imperial.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be that much. I expected to have 5 or 6 gold instead of 1 or 2, and to have, or not to have like
Right behind you.
9 or 10
Oh,
versus the 1 or 2.
got it. Stop trying to take stuff from him. I want to give him things. Like, I would like you to carry these. No! Crap! These. And these. And I need to put that back.
R2 to put, or L2, by the way.
And okay. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna have other things
What do you
like
want me
the
to carry?
shield. 'Cause the shield isn't on weapons, so it must be. It's either apparel. Yes. Okay. Give. It's just a plain silver ring. But it
Yeah.
only has 0.3, so that starts to be an issue.
Keep going then.
Yeah, jewelry, gems, and potions are your best friends when it comes to weight versus. Have you figured out how to run?
Nope.
I believe it's. Well, turn around and practice really quick. I think it's L1.
Yeah, it's L1. Okay. So like that, we just learned how to run. I kind of feel like the game should have given me that part already.
I think it might have right at the beginning.
Oh, I was just running from the dragon in general, not paying attention to my gels. 1, 2, 3. Come on, run!
Helps if you actually hold the
I
button.
did hold the button, but apparently I didn't hold it in the right order.
You might have just gotten Faerie murdered. Oh
Nope,
no, he's
right
good.
here.
Okay.
He's
If
good.
you go back there, there's actually a chain to stop it.
There it is.
Stop. Turn to right.
Right there.
There you go. You just deactivated the trap
Why wasn't there a chain on the other side to do that?
because they don't want you to have a chain on that side.
That's stupid.
They want you to have to run through the
Okay, more
thing
crap.
first.
BAM! What now, son? Gold! there's another crappy armored thingy that's gonna tell me it's not really dead. Come on. Come at me, bro. Oh wait, don't I have a level up? I think I have a level up waiting for me.
Yep. Oh, fun fact for you to use in the future. Say you're down on health, stamina, or magicka, or maybe all three at the same time, and you level up.
Boom!
It resets them all at full.
Oh, cool. So pretty much like most games.
Yeah, it's like Borderlands and
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
I'm right behind you.
You see that? I don't know. I think
do you
that
want
they
me to
just did
carry?
that to keep to a little bit of tradition because they got rid of a certain key mechanic when it comes to leveling up. In previous Elder Scroll games, and that was you actually had to go to sleep in order to level up. So you had to find a bed and go to sleep. But at that point, you could
Lead on.
choose to just level up once, so you could stack your levels. And
Oh
use
wait,
them
yeah,
one
it's
at a
gonna
time.
level up. Hi. One more stamina, and then we'll do health next. No? I'm confused. It says I can increase a perk. But when I try to select anything, it doesn't give me the option to select it.
Because your conjuration, if you wait, go back up to the one you were at. Okay.
Oh, I see. Conjuration 17 requires 20, requires 30. I see.
There you go.
So I have to actually do some of the work myself.
Yeah, so you're going to want to cast more conjuration spells.
Yeah.
So those Draugr, though, you could totally start bringing those things back to life to help you.
Yes, I could.
There you go.
Okay. In
That's
the
how you level up.
meantime, let's go to this one.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, another fun thing. Go into your equipment and your spells, like one or the other. Doesn't matter, items or spells. Go to your weapons. Go to your steel warhammer. Now, you see at the bottom of the screen the triangle for favorite?
Uh-huh.
Press triangle.
While in the game, press up to open the favorites menu, which allows you to quickly use or equip items you have marked as your favorites. Nice!
You can do, now that you have your weapon on there, go over to your magic.
I get the implication.
Okay.
Here. Okay, I'd also then, in that case, like to do... How many favorites do you get? I'm assuming...
And literally as many as you want.
Oh, cool.
So you can overload that list if you want to. But, yeah. So now press up on the D-pad. Boom.
Nice.
Quick select. And it pauses the game
And
for
it
you. while you're in.
pauses. Nice. Nice. Creepy stairway. Creepy, creepy stairway. Creepy, creepy hall. And there it is. Come here, bastard. Oh yeah! Yeah, right. He's all like, ready to die. And I'm like, fuck. Yeah, you are. That was fun. Okay, so now I want to go favorites. Raise zombie. Raise the zombie. This one. This one. No. This one? Ah, there we go. And then favorite, back to Stillwater. Nice! And there we go. We got a zombie. Oh. Except for I have no idea where I'm going. I've only got this dude for like a minute. Literally. Where am I supposed to be going? There is literally nowhere to go.
There's always somewhere to go. Where did you come in from?
Well, I came in from here.
Okay, well, turn around. Go back to the room.
Back in the room.
Turn to the right.
There's a grate. Oh, and there's an activate chain. I thought I only saw the portcullis and was like, there's nowhere to go. There we go. Okay. Let's see. What's that? Yeah, troll skull. What? Can I do some ventriloquy with it? Just be like, hi, I'm troll. Ah. Just always like lead in doorways with it. Doo-doo-doo. Here's a thing. Ooh, the whole hallway there. Search the chest. Gold! I guess I'll take it. Is it possible for my companion to get encumbered? Oh, dude, hey, dude, can you come shoot this thing? Because I can't. I won't. But you should come shoot it. Alright, here we go.
Oh, go back, go back, go back.
Go back, go back, go back.
See the mushrooms on the wall that are glowing?
Yes. Oh, harvest. There you go.
Anytime there's 5 or just 1, you can harvest them.
Okay.
And those are really good alchemy ingredients.
I feel like everything's really good. Except for linen wraps. Linen wraps suck.
And hammers and tongs and yeah. Everything that you think would be super helpful in like smithing or something.
Boom!
Yeah,
Yeah, bitch! I got you. Ooh, okay. Gotta be careful here. So we're gonna sneak. Sneak a sneak! Snack. Okay, so my question is, am I supposed to go this way or am I supposed to go that way? Because whichever way I'm not supposed to go is gonna have stuff. Let's try going down first. So I'd like to find things it doesn't want me to have.
You missed the ramp going down.
Was the ramp going down? Oh, I was going back the way I came. Oops. My bad. I got turned around for a sec. Here we go. Ramp down. Down. It's going down. See what I tell you? Stuff! Oops. Booyah! Gold! I knew there stuff. I don't see any more stuff. Yep, no more stuff. So now that I'm good and wet, I'm gonna head on back up. My dude, okay, my dude's here. He's all cool. I'm cool. We cool. We cool. Wait. That's something about like, hey, there's. Yes, right there. Okay. Alright, sneaky sneak. Wait, what was that? Oh, more living rooms, which I have been told are frankly useless, and therefore I will stop picking them up. Okay. It's been a minute since we quick saved, so we're gonna quick save. Alright. And now we're gonna just be like, hey, no I'm not, you lie. I'm not detected. Alright, I'm detected. Booyah! Wait. Now you're dead. Okay. Thought you were dead before, but I was wrong. Now you're dead. Wait for your health to go back up before we go pushing on more enemies. Alright, here we go. Chest. Yes! That's a gold! Oh right, I'm supposed to be doing that thing. I keep forgetting to do that thing. So I do this, and this, and this, and then here, boom! And then I go back up, put on my warhammer, and I head this way. And see if it follows me. I know my companion will, but will the zombie follow me? It does! It follows! Good zombie! Well, you're so well trained. I didn't even have to try. I feel like I hear a trap. Is that a trap? That is a trap I am hearing.
Don't like the looks of this.
Right? I believe we already established that we suck at this, dude. Alright, Fandal, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Woo! That's not it. That's it. Okay, found it. Did you make it through? Please tell me you made it through. Hit him. Oh, really? Please tell me my friend made it through. Oh no!
What did you do?
He died!
You murdered Fandal?
Yes. But that's okay, because I quick saved. This one?
Load.
Yeah, Chalexia. Quick save.
Quick save.
There you go.
Oh wait, no, it should have been autosave from the autosave point, right?
Oh, because you went through a door?
Yeah.
Then yeah. I would have
Crap.
been through the door. That's okay. And remember, if there's ever a trap or something, you can always tell your follower, hey, wait here for a moment.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. Yes. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Okay. So, follower.
Don't like the looks of this.
Still here.
You go on ahead.
Okay, good idea. Well, this time the zombie died, but that's fine. The zombie dies. Here, here, here. Hey, what are you doing? You were told to wait. Bad.
What?
I told Fangdal to wait and he came through anyway, and now he's getting killed because he went back in there. Look at him, he's coming through.
Oh, yeah, he made it through.
But I told him to wait,
Cool.
and he did not
Well,
wait.
Okay, so in that case, just run through really quick and disarm the trap.
Okay.
Did you bother to pull the chain?
I was getting attacked, so no. But I'm a little confused on why he showed up. Ow! What am I getting hit by? Oh, that. Boom! Right in the groin. Dude, if you still had cojones, that would have hurt. Alright, first person to look at shit. There's no like cool useless shit I can pick up just for funsies. No, but I can totally sit on a bench if I want. I can't see anything. It's so dark in these crypts. Nope. It's definitely a shelf, but there's nothing on it. Looks like this is definitely a table and there's nothing on it. There's all this cool stuff to look at, except for there's nothing cool on it. Even when I think there's gonna be. Nope. Nothing cool. I trust nothing. No? Okay. Thought maybe it was some sort of special pressure plate or something, but I guess not. Okay, do I still have Dude following me? Because he doesn't seem to be following me. Why isn't Dude following me?
Because you told him to wait there.
Oh my god, but he came through the damn thing!
Yeah, to fight.
Oh my god, now I gotta go all the way back down because Dude's an idiot.
Pretty much.
Oh my god, Fiendal. I assumed you were.
And he's not an idiot. He's actually one of the better fallers.
Nope, nope, nope. Fuck. How do I get down without hurting myself? Over here. There we go. Wait, no. That's what I literally just. Ah. This way. No. This way. Ah, I found it. It's this way. Right. Oh, there it is. Stairs. I'm like, I knew I had it. Where'd the dude go? He's right there.
We heading out?
Will you follow me, please? Thanks so much. Ass hat. Alright, seriously. I'm really too slow sneaking. I don't want to do it anymore. At least up to this point, since I knew for a fact I'm going to go here. And this must be where I'm supposed to put the golden claw. Oh, wait, what? Activate. How do I know which one I'm supposed to activate first? Oh, cool. Level up available. Let's go. This one. I don't know what to do, guys. I have no idea. Requires 30. But this one is about dual casting. That means just doing it twice?
Huh?
Dual casting. Does that just mean doing it twice?
No, that means using both hands for the spell.
Oh.
99% of the spells that you're going to find are cast with one hand.
Oh, okay.
So you can have a spell in one hand and a sword in the other, or two spells type of thing.
Okay.
If you have the same conjuration spell in both, in one in each hand, though, you can
You get those benefits that I was talking
yes.
about. Okay. Easier to pick. Much easier to pick. Find more gold. Here. 50% chance of finding special treasure. Oh my god. Seriously, so irritating. Okay, find special treasure. What's this? Okay, so I'm trying to get right. Oh, right there. There we go. I'm gonna give you a copy of the picked locks key if it has one. Nice. All right, those are okay. Those are kind of cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, so instead we gotta do this one. One, two, three. Okay, that didn't do it. I'm guessing that there's probably somewhere that will show this to me. But I mean, honestly, not as far as I can tell. Like a moth. And then a wolf. I can't see more one. Yeah, and then like a demon head. These things are clearly like, oh. owl, and bear. Was that it? Oh, nope, there's a moth. I think that was the first thing I saw. Owl and a bear. I don't friggin' know. Okay, that. No, that's not it. Okay. Where do I find my friggin' answers? Maybe it's not. Maybe the answer doesn't lie here. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Although I swear, those are definitely bugs in that picture. This picture has what looks like deer. That's definitely like a wolf head. Or a bear. Oh, that's a bear. Okay. And then so this one just looks like a demon. I don't think, yeah, I don't see any owls unless this one is an owl and it's just really hard to see. Let me see something. How about look here? I'm guessing it's gonna be this. C. Okay, can I equip that and get some light? I can. Hey, look at that. It does kind of look like an owl. Okay. So, first of all, I will. Nope, not that one. That one. Put my still one back. Here. Alright, so it is either moth, bear, owl, which we've already determined it is not. So maybe it is moth, bear, owl the other way.
Oh, that's hilarious. It's in the palm of your hand.
It's in the palm of my hand.
Look at it.
I'm trying.
No, look at the golden clock.
I tried to equip it, and
No,
apparently it didn't
don't
let me
equip
equip it. How do I... Oh, I can move it around. Oh my god. It's right there. But can I... Oh, zoom. You can zoom like this. That's not a very big zoom. But okay. Bear, moth, owl. Got it. I was making that way too hard. Wait, you shut up.
It's so much fun though. To see a complete newbie at Skyrim is beautiful.
Ow!
Rose Girly 112 says, "Oh man, I love this game."
Oh, hi, Rose Girly. Thanks for joining us. It's my first time through, and I am trying to figure shit out as I go.
And I'm doing homework.
No, what he means is
And
he's
laughing
giving me
at her.
shit. Says he's doing homework for his college classes to become an educator. Which, by the way, feel free, drop some bits if you like what you see, because we're trying to get him his education. He is about to start his second year of education, literally the education major, to be a teacher, and he's going to be a really awesome one. So it's worth it. Lots of stuff all over. Oh, there's literally nothing. Ugh, I hate all the nothings.
How many nothings?
Oh, it's just every time I come up to something that I think is going to be something, and then it turns out to be nothing.
Oh.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, these 300 words.
Would you look at that?
Here we go. That explains why I didn't see the shot. Yeah, before I go there. Detected? Detected by what? 1 second I was detected, the next second it was gone. Gold! Bane of the Undead. Neat. And clairvoyance. I already know clairvoyance. Okay. Woot woot. Thank you. What do I keep getting detected by? What am I getting detected by? I feel like this is quick save territory. Word of power learned. Force. Unrelenting force. Interesting. Okay. Cool, I guess? Well, that's why I was getting detected, because there was a thing there. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh yeah! And boom! Gotcha, bitch. Oh, that was an overlord. Overlord. Dragonstone. I guess me a dragonstone. Cool. Take that, thank you. Take that, thank you. I'll take that, thank you. I'll take that gold. And fuck yeah, I'll take that war axe of cold. Look at that value. Look at that value. Dudeski. Alright, where's my buddy? Where's my buddy? My buddy ran away. Wait, you fucking...
I've got your back.
Here, you're gonna take some shit off my back. That's what you're gonna do.
What do you want me to carry?
I want you to carry... Oh, right. I hate that it always says that. Okay. Well, you can hold that for me, and you can hold that for me, you can hold that for me. Then you can hold that. You can hold that. I don't usually hold that because it's got barely any weight. Okay. And the books you can hold. Oh, it's only got a weight of 1.
You
That's
can
fine.
use that.
No, I can't.
You can't? Oh, you already know the spell. Neat.
Lead on.
Okay, so do I literally have to walk back out the way I came?
Did you learn the word on the wall?
Yes.
Nice. No,
Aha,
I think you
I
missed
see,
a soul
there's-
gem in that cup back there, though.
There's a cut with a soul gem.
Or it looked like there was.
I'm up around right.
You can also jump with time.
I know. Ah, there it is.
Oh, and the other cup, too.
Oh my god. You should do this. You should do this. And you should do this. And there's nothing in that cup.
Oh, okay. It just looked like it. My bad.
And I found the stairs. But I've also learned that if I jump places, the dude is too stupid to follow me. So I'm gonna take the stupid stairs.
No jumping campaign. All right, this is going to be great.
I'm just gonna jump as little as possible. It's not gonna be no jumping. It's gonna be like minimal jumping. A moderate amount of jumping and a bunch of cursing at the dude who's too stupid to jump. What the fuck?
That pedestal you were just looking at?
Yes.
Look at the top of it.
Ah, okay. Check shit out. Gold, black mix.
Oh, flowers.
Pick up the that flower, and that flower, and that flower, that flower, and that flower. And now the only thing left to take is the skull, which I'm afraid to take. Because I was supposed to. Alright, fine, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Ready? Ready? This is the part in Indiana Jones where the boulder starts, right? Okay, cool. Didn't happen. Shut up! Yet. Ready? Arrow will be put back into its cover if the bow is sheathed. I want to know, no. Nope. Okay. How am I supposed to get down in such a way as
Press square really. Ooh.
boom?
Press square really quick.
Square.
If you're not in a fight, you don't have to have your weapon out, and you move a little bit faster. Well, you can either hop down, or you can.
Where's my dude? Why did my dude follow me out here?
Just there you go. Now go near map.
There's the map.
Now you see Riverwood.
Yes.
Press X.
Set destination. Oh! I can fast travel, bitches. See ya. Wait, what about Vandal?
He'll meet you there.
Okay.
If you that's the key is fast traveling. Fast traveling usually it'll fix whatever issues your companion is having.
Okay.
At least until you fuck something else up.
Like you get someone lost in the woods.
If you get
On a
somebody lost
mountain.
in the woods or the mountains, yeah, usually. Oh, look at that.
There he is. Look at that. That's awesome. All right. I just gotta remember where his thingy was. Was it here? No, definitely not. How about over here? Yep, it's over here with the little symbol thingy is.
The sooner you find the claw, you're back from Bleak Falls. You found it. There it is. Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh?
He's so happy.
I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Yay! Got 400 gold.
Sell
It
some of your
means so
shit.
much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Oh, and if you've noticed,
Thank you. It's a fine day with you around.
Aww, she's so nice. And if I notice what?
if you look at shit on the counter
You're not
and
from around here.
the golden claw is
That makes two of us.
the golden claw is still too, it's to pick it up would be to steal it.
I came
Yes.
here from the
However,
Imperial Province to work with my
cheese
brother
wheel.
Lucan.
The other things I can now steal.
The
Without
gold on
stealing.
the gold on the counter, you
It
can
got bad
take
back
that.
in Cyrodiil. The war was lucky for you.
And not
it was
get in
just
trouble.
sitting there for the taking.
Hey, she just said lucky for. She's in the middle of trying to tell me a story, which of course I interrupted because.
I came to
Guy won't stop
Skyrim
talking.
looking for a better life. So what did I get? Another war.
Oh,
I just want to find a good husband and
well,
start
I'm a
family of
girl,
my own.
so not me. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I can take the food. Oh, I can take the potion.
You
Not that
can-
potion though.
No, you
I
can
can take
take
that potion
Yep, you can
Not
take the
potion.
minor
and
potions.
that potion. But resist fire and regen. Keep your hands off. Goat cheese.
And the fun thing is, you can sell all this shit back to him.
Take a cabbage, potato or two. I don't need to take the bucket. I can search the dresser now. I don't need those boots or those shoes or a belted tunic. It's cool. All right.
And he is
Yes.
what's known as a general trader. So you can, if you go back in Fandel's inventory, you can sell him all the shit that you picked up that you don't want to keep.
Right.
Alchemists will only buy ingredients or potions until you get the merchant skill.
Salmon meat.
Blacksmiths will
Salt! Yes.
blacksmiths will only buy weapons and smithing ingredients, or armor as well.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank
Hey,
you.
you. You
I've
know
got
my
your
shit
back.
back.
What do you want me to carry?
Nothing. I want you to give me shit back.
But eventually, you'll get a skill called Merchant in Speech that lets you sell anything to anybody. And that is your bike. That is your bread and butter. I'm trying to use my second
You mentioned eating a second of something. Now I'm like, I want food. I'm not hungry. I just want to eat. And I'm trying to stop myself from eating unless I'm hungry. Because I'm a fast. And I want to stop being a fast. So. Okay, let's see. So we're going to take this 2. Yeah, I know. Now we're going to take this 2. 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 We're going to take this 2 and this one. And wait. You probably need stuff now. Oops. It occurs to me for a second there that I probably should give you a bow that's better. So let's see, 9. It's that hunting bow. I'm pretty sure. Well, there it is. 8. 6. There we go. Alright, and I'll really be nice and give you I'll give you some. You can have 15 of those, and you can have 40 of those.
Lead on.
Time to sell some shit.
Thank you. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Sell all of them. Sell, 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 sell. No. Anybody else see a discrepancy there?
What?
Value 126. When I go to sell it, it says value 40.
Your speech skill sucks.
I'm not giving up something that's worth 126 gold for 40 gold.
You and me, we're the... Oh, a bit of this and a bit
So
of that.
I'll sell some other shit.
He's a merchant.
Okay.
You gotta make his money somehow.
I don't care. He's not even giving me half of what it's worth. No, thank you. You can have that. You can have that. You're not gonna give me anything for the iron arrows? Well, then I will give them back over to what's his face.
All right, then.
What
I've got
about
your
all
back.
your armor stuff?
Shush!
Lead on.
I was gonna get there.
The river would... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Apparently I'll do it now. Somebody doesn't want to wait. Oh wait, I do. Wait, hold on. I actually need to make sure
Till
that he's
next
got
time.
the best stuff he can have first.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
I want you to see if you want any of this. Wait, what do you have on, first of all? 17 for a helmet, 25 for armor, 6 and 6. Okay. Nope. Here. What did they say we had for armor?
25.
25, thank you.
17.
One of those. I'm still keeping this.
Let's get going then.
My system. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
There you go. Your price just went up a little bit.
Cool.
Trinkets, odds and
Yeah, I
ends,
know, I heard
that
you.
sort of thing.
Okay, let's see. Potions. Magica, potion generation. Just fire. Oh, I didn't think about some potions. How do I use like poisons?
When you're in your, you can equip them to the favorites bar, but you can also get into your inventory and hit R2 or L2 to basically put poison on your weapon.
Yes.
So you
Okay,
can apply
I'm
them
gonna do
to
that.
arrows. You can apply them to your warhammer. It doesn't matter. Oh, another fun thing about weapons that you may have missed in the intro as well. Swords swing the fastest. Hammers and maces swing the slowest,
But do more damage.
but do the most amount of damage. Axes are a happy medium.
Nice. Okay.
Till next time.
Let's see. What does it say as far as that one? Wanting food is like so high up there right now. I don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk about it. So high up there. Okay. Alright, so what's next for this person? The person that I can't remember what I named her. What is her name? Trilexia, that's right. Trilexia. Whoopsie. Nope. So there's the big one, which is before the storm. There's this one because I could go purchase a mix hound or a mud crab. Okay, looks like purchase the mud crab. Understone cube. So that one's Understone cube. This one is. These two have me traveling to Solstheim. This one, who knows? Oh, College of Winterhold. Okay, miscellaneous vision. Visit these places. Okay, what if I go here?
What was your what was the top one? You can actually access your quest while you're here too.
How?
Press start or options, not share.
Oops. Oh, options is the equivalent to start. I thought that was actually start. Okay,
What's before the storm?
that's the main one.
Ah, okay. Yeah. You can only fast travel to places you've been before.
Yeah, that's the way like every RPG ever works.
Elder Scrolls, this is the first time that's ever happened.
Well, it doesn't make sense that you could fast travel to somewhere you've never been before. Like, even when you use a teleport spell, you have to know where you're going.
Well, most of the Elder Scrolls games assume that you've been to all the major cities. So, other than that, you had to find the locations. But for the major cities, nope, nothing to worry about.
So let's see. There's Morthal, Dawnstar, Whiterun. I'm in Riverwood. Here is Helgen, which is the place I got attacked at, right? Or was it Valkyrie?
No, Helgen.
Helgen. There's Valkyrie. Markov. Solitude. Oh, who's the name? What's that? Dawnstar. There's Winterhold. Okay, so Winterhold's a buttload ways away. Windhelm. So is Windhelm. So actually, it's going to
Turn
be...
your map a little bit.
Okay,
I think
did
it's
that.
the... There you go.
Yeah?
Now go over to the right.
What?
See that shaded down at the bottom? Those middle now?
Oh, right there. Riften. Okay. But, talking about places that I have on my list to go, there's Windhelm, there's Whiterun. The other one I don't think I've seen yet. Have I? There's the Shrine. Okay. Winterhold, that's another one.
Solstein?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, you gotta go to Windhelm to get there.
Oh, okay.
Windhelm, well, maybe Windhelm, or you also might be able to travel there from, top left. What's the capital's name? That's at the very top of the map there. That's Markarth. Why am I brain farting to the right? There it is. Nope.
Dawnstar?
Nope. To the left. On the screen. To the left. Up there. Solitude.
Solitude is the capital.
Mm-hmm.
The capital is called Solitude.
Mm-hmm.
The capital, which in theory should be the largest, most populated city in all the land, is called Solitude.
It's usually the seat of the High King.
I'm just saying, it's usually in any place, the capital is like the bustling metropolis.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Solitude. That's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go here because it's the closest out of all my things. So I'm just gonna do, I guess, the main quest right now, which is so unlike me. Normally, I don't do main quests for as long as I can, but usually you've got other little things that are nearby, and in this case, just the one. That's the nearest.
There are about 50 main quests.
50 main quests?
Uh-huh. Well, no, maybe less than that, but
No, there's
at least a dozen.
There's usually one main quest, but then many ways to get about it. Like in Fallout 4, you got to a point, like, there are all these side quests you could do for these 3 different factions, but then you get to a point where you have to pick one. And, like, in Fallout, there's always a spot where you go, this is where I can no longer do the main quest without giving up doing all the other side quests.
Right.
So I always try to avoid the main quest for as long as possible, just in case I don't recognize that point.
That's the war effort in this one.
Okay. Excuse me while I get hangry. This one.
I saved you enough to have a burrito.
I'm not eating.
Huh?
I'm not eating.
Okay.
It's just driving me crazy because now I want food, but I know I'm not hungry. I just really want food.
Just for funsies. Did you leave Fandle behind? Oh, no, he's... Whoa, holy shit.
What holy shit?
He just, like, popped the fuck up right next to you.
So yeah, I think he's behind me.
We're almost 2 hours in the stream. You want to take your break?
Sure, now would be a good time for a break. I'm gonna go ahead and do a real save.
There you go.
Yes, please. I should probably go back into town then if I'm gonna.
You can just pause it.
That way we can have fun music playing for everybody. And does this game do that thing? Because in some games they do a thing where if you stop moving your person long enough, it starts like
Revolving around the character?
yeah. Okay, cool.
I don't. Yes?
Here, have a drink on.
Got any ale or mead?
Yeah, actually, this is weird. Here you have some meat. That's it.
What?
All right then.
I gave him. Oh wait, I think I drank it instead of giving
My
it to him.
Got any
Why
ale
would he
or
say?
mead?
Ale or mead? No, I gave it to him. I gave it to him. It just did literally nothing.
All right. Hmm?
What did he say?
He just says, "All right then."
Yeah, yeah. What do you... Got any ale or mead?
Got any ale or mead?
All right then.
All right then.
Oh. Gift of charity.
What?
Go into your circle menu.
Circle menu.
Magic.
Nope, not that. Magic.
Active effects. Oh, no. Okay. Maybe not.
Fortify two-handed.
Never mind. Usually if you give something to somebody, even just like a drink, it gives you the gift of charity, which increases your speech
Well,
temporarily for a short time.
okay, well maybe I have to have a certain amount. In the meantime, here we go. We're gonna sit here. I will be back very shortly. I'm gonna take a bathroom break and drink, and just kind of cool my jets for a minute, and then we'll be back to keep going while you listen to Guy off inside give me shit and pointers.
Yes?
Yeah, listen. That's hilarious. I'm not going to let them hear you beat me.
What are you staring at?
Or, excuse me, I'm not going to make them listen to you beat me. Ow! Ow!
Yes? Out of my way, stranger. You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you? Out of my way, stranger. Hmm? Yes? I don't owe you money, do I? Yes? Out of my way, stranger. Hmm? Yes? What do you want? What do you want? Out of my way, stranger. What do you want? You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you? Need something? You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you?
There we go. Okay. All good? There we go. Okay. We're all good. Oh, nice. Looks like you guys got a bit of a titty shot there. Hopefully I wasn't showing anything. Not that I have much to show, but whatever. Okay. And we're back. Let's see what fun we get into now. So, where am I supposed to be going exactly? That way. Oh, it's a chicken. I have been told not to hurt the chickens. But apparently, if I hurt the chicken, some bad shit goes down. So, oh, there's an in. Oh, I've been in here before. I just went in a different door. I think. Oh, yeah, that's right, because he's got like an alchemical thing there. This way. Wait, you can catch a bee? Catch a bee, catch a bee, catch a bee, catch a bee. I caught a bee. I now have a bee. Why the fuck do I have a bee? Wait. Where's my guy? Guy! There you are, Fandel. I did not tell you to go away. What were you doing, man? Okay. Riverwood, where I was. Iverstreed. Are you sure it doesn't say Ivengard? Take it there. How many stars ago? How good that way? Oh wait, here we go. More signs. Let's just do this so I can see better. Windhelm, Whiterun, Solitude, and Mar blah blah blah. That one says, yeah, I can't even read that. So it looks like it's saying if I go that way, I'll go to that place. And if I go, so does that mean if I go that way? Huh. Oops. I just did the thingy that I didn't think I would do this time. There we go. Okay. Let's look at my map real quick because this is saying if I go this way, I'll find some place that I don't remember seeing marked. There's one thumb. I do not see the name of this place. There's Riftbin. It named another place that I don't know. All this like vast expansion with nothing there. There's solitude. But I swear it said if I went that way I'd go to this other place that I don't even see on the map. That's very intriguing. Enough so that I kind of want to go there. Let's see what adventures lie for us this way. Looks like there's a thing for me to discover up here. Might be a few things for me to discover up here. Detected by what? What am I detected by? I hate when it does this, when I don't know what I'm getting detected by. Like, there's nothing here. What am I getting detected by? You don't have any red marks. So who's detecting me? And your head's stuck. And nice the fact that it doesn't actually do that part, but yeah. It's my experience that wolves run in packs, so I mean, I just assume there it is. Okay, how's that? I skinned it while it was falling down a cliff. Nice, huh? I'm getting this feeling that sometimes there's just going to be times that it's just blank space. The fact that there is a path leading up here means nothing. It's just blank space. Yeah. That's fun. Okay. Well, let's go back down. Alright. There's another town I'm coming to up here. What is that? Wow. Nope. Not what I thought it was. I thought it was like some cool log bridge I could go across, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, somebody sees me. Only I don't know who. I don't know who.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day.
Oh, you.
Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
Hunting brew mead?
You've never had a taste of sweet honey brew?
Nope.
Why, it's only the finest mead outside of Sovngarde. Its sweetness is like a fair maiden's kiss on a starry night. And it's got enough kick to put a frost troll on his hind quarters. But enough talk. Come, won't you share a drink with me and my companions?
I don't know if I should. I'm scared. Can I quick save? No, I cannot. Should have quick saved. It's okay. I'm not too far from town, which is the last place I would have auto saved.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your... well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Aww. That was so nice of him. He actually was a
Yeah?
friend.
Need something?
No, especially because it doesn't look like that's an option.
What do you need?
That was so nice of them. Like, I literally just came across people who were like, hey, you want to share some beer? Let's have a drink together. And then they just gave it to me and were like, yeah, you can just keep it. We're not going to hang out. Nope, not here. In here. It's probably under food, right? Yes. Dude, it's sort of 20 points of stamina. Nice. Okay. Dude. Where am I on the map at this point? Where am I? How did I end up over there? I was specifically trying to go this way. Oh well. that's where we're headed. Strong winds over here. Oh, not winds. Waterfall. Got it. Cool. Cool, cool. Whoa, what is that?
I'm getting out of here. This is what you want, huh? Someone, do something.
Shit, man. See, you're safe.
Need something?
No, I'm just trying to tell you you're safe now, but whatever. Be a dick. That's fine. I don't care. Alright, this is the point where I click save. Okay. So in theory, all I have to do is get across, but what if I can't get... Oh, there's a bridge.
How's it going?
Okay, so those places are that way. Can I control anything? Sure can. I have a torch bar.
Hey, you can also pick all those flowers.
Nice. So I was trying to figure out where that place is. Because that place is not on the map.
Iverstead?
Yeah.
It's at the bottom of the entry to the Throne of the World.
But where is that on the map?
It's not a major city.
But where is it? I
About
understand,
there.
but what? Here?
To the left.
Left. Oh, so it's over here
Yeah.
in the Stark area.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I was curious. Okay. At the throat of the world?
Yeah, at the entry to the Throne of the World.
Yeah, see, that makes it sound a lot like a place I don't need to be going to.
Now, see that big ass castle encrusted keep there? Yeah, all that.
All that, yeah, that's where I need to go for the quest thingy, but I was thinking about going and finding that town just because it wasn't already on the map.
Ah, yeah, you're gonna be walking for a while.
Yeah. So then I decided no. Torch bag. Search barrel, search barrel. I love how I can search all these barrels, but they're empty. Woot woot! 7, yes please. I mean, hey, if I'm not gonna get in trouble for taking them, then I'm gonna take them.
Just about any barrels you find outdoors, you'll notice you can just kind of take their shit.
I like how when there's 4, it makes me select it 4 times, but if there's 10, it asks me how many.
I trust you're not planning any trouble.
Why would I
What
be
can I
in
do for
trouble?
you, friend?
It's not a dick.
If you need to sample some of the finest mead in Skyrim, you're in the right place.
Okay.
Welcome. I'm the owner and proprietor of Honningbrew Meadery. Take a look.
Sure. So you got food. It's cool and all.
It's got salt.
You've got salt. I will buy 2 salt tiles from you.
I'm selling your goat cheese.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because you don't need to carry around wheels of cheese
Why?
for any reason ever.
Honningbrew uses only...
But it
Take a
restores
look.
health.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I can get rid of the wheels. There's probably no recipes that require a whole wheel. Yes, no, maybe.
Not that I remember.
Okay. And I can always find them later on.
Walking around looking like Guy with like 40 things of fucking alcohol in your pocket.
All right then.
You need something to do, or you just enjoy slowing down the hard-working folk?
What?
What'd he say?
You need something to do, or you just enjoy slowing down the hardworking folk. He's a jackwagon. I'm guessing I can't pick up anything that's on him. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
We may be small, but what we lack in size, we make up for in quality.
If you're looking to purchase any mead, speak to the owner, Sabior.
What if I get in trouble for going places I shouldn't be?
No, they will follow you.
They'll just follow us around and be like, hey, what are you doing? What are you getting into? You better not be taking any of our shit. And I'm just like, yeah, don't worry, I'm not. I'm just looking around.
I'm sure you don't want any, you don't want that large sack.
I'm sure I do, but I ain't gonna. I'm sure there's lots of cool stuff I would like, but I'm not gonna. Ooh, there's a book. I can read it.
Yes, you can read it as long as you don't pick it up.
Yep.
You won't steal it, so you're good.
The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 2, by Cassius Curio. Act 7, Scene 2, continued. Lifts her tail. My goodness, that's quite a loaf, but however shall it fit in my oven? Crantius Colto. This loaf isn't ready for baking, my sweet. It has yet to rise. Lifts her tail. If only we could hurry that along. How would I accomplish such a task? Oh, my foolish little Argonian maid, you must use your hands. You wish me to knead the loaf? Here? Of course. But what if the mistress catches me? Your loaf was meant to satisfy her appetite. Don't fret, my delicate flower. I'll satisfy the mistress's cravings later. Very well, but I'm afraid my oven isn't hot enough. It could take hours. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. It's a porno.
Yes.
End
yes.
of Act 7, Scene 2.
This is Skyrim 50 Shades.
That is amazing. Oh, I love that so much. That's so great. It's so seriously, it's got cheesy porno lines and everything. It's great. So great. So cool. Yes. It's alright, I got a whole bunch of mushrooms. Okay, so the spot's gonna be like right. Ah! Oh, I'm so close. Alright. Nope. Nope. Got it. I only had to break 4 lockpicks to get there, but I got it. It's cool. Just checking stuff out. Ooh, there's books. Read Rising Threat, Volume 1 by Lathanol of Sunhold. The following is an account of Lathanol of Sunhold, an Altmer refugee from Somerset Isle who came to Cyrodiil in the early years of the 4th era. According to Lathanol, he did not flee in the aftermath of the Oblivion Crisis in Somerset. Rather, he fled the darkening shadow of the Thalmar upon my beloved homeland. Lathanel had a very intense presence, to put it politely, and some of his accusations of Thalmor involvement border on madness. This may be why his fervent warnings and outspoken criticisms of the Thalmor and the Aldmeri Dominion went unheeded, but history has at least partially vindicated Lathanel's claims. Praxis Iraduum Imperial Historian. I was barely more than a child when the great anguish fell upon us. The very air was torn asunder, leaving gaping, infected wounds that spewed Daedra from the bowels of oblivion. Many flocked to the shores, seeking escape from the Dagon's murderous host. But the seas betrayed our people, raising up to smash our ships and our ports, leaving us to fate so vile and wicked that death would seem a mercy. The Crystal Tower stood as our last bastion of hope in both the literal and figurative sense. Refugees filled the Crystal Tower until it could hold no more. I could taste the fear hanging in the air, feel the full power of despair suffocating us. We could see the Daedra moving through the trees in the distance, but they did not come. Days passed, and still the Daedra would not approach within arrow-shot of the battlements. Hope began to grow. They fear us, some would say. Even a Daedra knows not to trifle with the wisdom and magics of the crystal-like law. It was as if the foul denizens of oblivion had been waiting for this very spirit to stoke our hearts before they acted. As we slept, innumerable legions of Daedra amassed around us, and they were not alone. Hundreds of Outman prisoners were gathered, and with them, as dawn broke, we were awoken by their screams as the Daedra began to flail them and flay them. We watched in abject horror as our kinsfolk were defiled completely, carved up and eaten alive, impaled on their depraved war machines, and worried apart as meals for their profane beasts. This bloodletting was only a prelude to whet their appetites. Once the Daedra finished with our kinsfolk, they turned their eyes to the Crystal Tower. Our great and noble bastion proved as much of an impediment as a mighty oak to a landslide, standing tall for but a few moments, appearing almost able to ride the tide of destruction around it, but ultimately being swept away. Our exalted wizards decimated the fiends, roasting them by the dozens. Archers were finding the narrowest of chinks in their Daedric armor at over 100 paces, felling their captains and commanders. The might and skillfulness of our heroic defenders was astonishing to behold, but it was not enough. The Daedra clambered over the corpses of their cohort. They marched headlong into death and destruction that would make the mightiest armies in all of Tamriel quake with fear. When they breached the walls, I fled along with the other cowards. I take no pride in that act. It has haunted my existence ever since, and I burn with shame to admit it, but it is truth. We fled in mindless panic, abandoning those stalwart Outmen who held the line against the onslaught, to preserve and defend our illustrious Crystal Tower. We raced through cleverly concealed passageways and emerged well away from the chaos that had descended upon that tower. That is when it happened. It started like a gust rustling through the leaves of a dense forest, but the sound did not taper off. It rose into a roar as the very ground on which I stood began to shudder. I turned to look, and the world held its breath. I stood transfixed as the heart of my homeland was torn as if from my own breast. The unthinkable, the incomprehensible, the tower of crystal-like law cast to the ground, with all the dignity of a beggar meeting an ironclad fist, An eternity I watched, trying to reconcile what I knew with what I saw. Sobs racked my chest and weeping filled the air around me as the spell loosened its hold and I realized where I was. There were scores of other refugees mesmerized by the horror that had likewise ensorcelled me. Go! I croaked out as the heart of my land, shattered. No one moved, not even me. I mustered what will I could and bellowed all the fear and hatred and agony of what had just happened, turning the word into a mindless shriek. Go! I ran then, feeling more than seeing that the others had followed. That was fun.
1.
Yay! We found one! Read a game at dinner. Yay! My alchemy increased! By an anonymous spy. That one should be fun. Forward from the publisher. The history behind this letter is almost as interesting as the dark as the story it tells. The original letter to the mysterious Dahane was copied and began circulating around the ashlands of Vardenfell a few months ago. In time, a print found its way to the mainland, and Prince Halalu Helseth, palace outside Almalexia. While the reader may conclude after reading this letter that the prince would be furious about such a work, imputing his highness with great His highness with great malevolence, quite the reverse was true. The prince and his mother, Queen Berenziah, had it right the first time. Had it privately printed into bound copies and sent to libraries and booksellers throughout Morrowind. As a matter of record, the prince and the queen have not officially stated whether the letter is a work of pure imagination or based on an actual occurrence. The House Dres has publicly denounced the work, and indeed no one named despite the suggestions in the letter, has ever been linked to the house. We leave the reader to interpret the letter as he or she believes. Nariscan, publisher. Dark Liege Donné. You asked for a detailed description of my experience last night and the reasons for my plea to House Dres for another assignment. I hope I have served you well in my capacity as informant in the court of Prince Helseth, a man who I have stated in many previous reports could teach Molag Bal how to scheme. As you know, I've spent nearly a year now working my way into his inner circle of advisors. He was in need of friendship when he first arrived in Morrowind and eagerly took me and a few others. Still, he was disinclined to trust any of us, which is perhaps not surprising given his tenuous position in Morrowind society. For your unholiness's recollection, the prince is the eldest son of Berenziah, who was once the queen of Morrowind and once the queen of the High Rock Kingdom of Way Rest. At the death of her husband, Prince Helseth's stepfather, King Eadwire, there was a power struggle between the prince and Eadwire's daughter, the princess, Elisana. Though details of what transpired are imperfect, it is clear that Elisana won the battle and became queen, banishing Helseth and Berenziah. Berenziah's only other child, Morgaiah, had already left court to marry and some queen of Somerset Isle and become queen of the Somerset Isle Kingdom of First Hold. Berenziah and Helseth crossed the continent to return to Morrowind only last year. They were well received by Berenziah's uncle, our current king, Halalu Athain Lithad, who had taken the throne after Berenziah's abdication more than 40 years ago. Berenziah made it clear that she had no designs on reclaiming the throne, but merely to retire to her family estates. Helseth, as you know, has lingered in the royal court, and many have whispered that while he lost the throne of Wayrest, he does not intend to lose the throne of Morrowind at Lithan's death. I've kept your unholiness informed of the prince's movements, meetings, and plots, as well as the names and characters of his other advisors. As you may recall, I've often thought that I was not the only spy in Helseth's court. I told you before that a particular Dunmer counselor of Helseth looked like a fellow I had seen in the company of Tholair Sariani, the archcanon of the Tribunal Temple. Another, a young Nord woman, has been verified to visit the Imperial Fortress in Valmora. Of course, in their cases, they may well have been on Helseth's own business, but I couldn't be certain. I'd begun to think myself paranoid as the prince himself when I found myself doubting the sincere loyalty of the prince's chamberlain, Burgess, a Breton who had been in his employ since his days in the court of Wayrest. That is the background on that night, last night. Yesterday morning, I received a curt invitation to dine with the prince. Based only on my own paranoia, I dispatched one of my servants, who is a good and loyal servant of the House Drez, to watch the palace and report back anything unusual. Just before dinner, he returned and told me what he had witnessed. A man, cloaked in rags, had been given entrance into the palace and had stayed there for some time. When he left, my servant saw his face beneath the cloak, an alchemist of infamous repute, said to be a leading suppliers of exotic poisons. A fine observer, my servant also noticed that the alchemist entered the palace smelling of wickweed, bitter green, and something alien and sweet. When he left, he was odorless. He had come to the same conclusion as I did. The prince had procured ingredients to prepare a poison. Bitter green alone is deadly when eaten raw, but the other ingredients suggested something far deeper. As your unholiness can doubtless imagine, I went to dinner that night prepared for any eventuality. All of Prince Helseth's other counselors were in attendance, and I noticed they were all slightly apprehensive. Of course, I imagined that I was in a nest of spies, and all knew of the prince's mysterious meeting. It is just as likely that some knew of the alchemist's visit, while others were simply concerned by the nature of the prince's invitation, and still others merely unconsciously adopted the tense disposition of their fellow, better-informed counselors. The prince, however, was in fine mettle, and soon everyone relaxed and at ease. At 9, we were all ushered into his dining hall, where the feast had been laid out. And what a feast! Honeyed grapples, fragrant stew, roast in various blood sauces, and every variety of fish and fowl expertly and ostentatiously prepared. Crystal and gold flagons of wine, flint, shine, and mazd were at our seats to be savored as appropriate with each course. As tantalizing as the aromas were, it occurred to me that in such a maze of spices and flavors, a discreet poison would be undetectable. Throughout the meal, I maintained the illusion of eating the food and drinking the liquor, and I was surreptitious and swallowed nothing. Finally, the plates and food were cleared from the table, and a tureen of spicy broth was placed in the center of the banquet. The servant who brought it in then retired, closing the banquet hall door behind him. "Smells divine, my prince," said the Marchioness Kolgar, the Nord woman, "but I cannot eat another thing." "Your Highness," I added, feigning a tone of friendliness and slight intoxication, "you know that everyone at this table would gladly die to put you on the throne of Morrowind, but is it really necessary that we gorge ourselves to death?" The others at the table agreed with appreciative groans. Prince Helseth smiled. "I swear by Vernima the Gifter, my dark liege, if even you have never seen a smile such as this one." Ironic words. You see, an alchemist visited me today, as some of you already doubtless know. He showed me how to make a marvelous poison and its antidote. A most potent potion, excellent for my purposes. No restoration spell will aid you once you've ingested it. Only the antidote in the tureen will save you from certain death. And what a death from what I've heard. I am eager to see if the effects are all the alchemist promised. Should be horribly painful for the afflicted and quite entertaining. No one said a word. I could feel my heart beating hard in its chest. Your Highness, said Alarat, the Dunmer I suspected of alliance with the temple. Have you poisoned someone at this table? You are very astute, Alarat, said Prince Helseth, looking about the table, eyeing each of his advisors carefully. Little wonder I value your counsel, as indeed I value all in this room. It would be perhaps easiest for me to say who I haven't poisoned. I haven't poisoned any who serve but one master, any whose loyalty to me is sincere. I haven't poisoned anyone who wants to see King Helseth on the throne of Morrowind. I haven't poisoned anyone who isn't a spy from the Empire, the Temple, the House of Telvanni, the House of Redoran, the House of Indoril, and the House of Dres. Your Unholiness, he looked directly at me at his last words. I know that uncertainty. My face is practiced at keeping my thoughts from showing, but immediately thought of every secret meeting I've had, every coded message I've sent to you. And the house, my dark liege, how could he know? What could he know? What could he, even without knowing, suspect? I felt my heart beating even faster. Was it fear or poison? I couldn't speak, certain as I was that my voice would betray my calm facade. Those loyal to me, who wish harm on my enemies, may be wondering how I can be certain that a poison has been ingested. Is it possible that the guilty party, or dare I say parties, were suspicious and merely pretended to eat and drink tonight? Of course. But even the craftier of pretenders would have had to raise a glass to his or her lips to put empty forks or spoons in their mouths to play the charade. Dang it, I took a leap there. The food, you see, was not poisoned. The cups and cutlery were. If you did not partake out of fear, you're poisoned just the same and sadly missed an excellent roast. Sweat beaded on my face, and I turned from the prince so he could not see. My fellow advisors, all of them, were frozen in their seats. From the Marchioness Colgar, white with fear, to Kima Ineb, visibly shaking, from the furrowed, angry brow of Alarat to the statue-like stare of Burgess. I couldn't help thinking then, could the prince's entire counselorship be comprised of nothing but spies? Was there any person at the table loyal? And then I thought, what if I were not a spy myself? Would I trust Helseth to know that? No one knows better than his advisors, both the depth of the prince's paranoia and the utter implacability. It's implacable? I can't think of how to say it. Of his ambition. Oh, someone said something. Tolbert! Hey, she wasn't kidding. She is acting out every book. Yes. Yes, I am. Because I'm going to sit here and read every book. So either I'm going to read it out loud or I'm just going to sit here in silence. And I figure it's more entertaining for people if I say it out loud. Although not all of these books will be entertaining in general. So here we go. Anyway. If I were not a spy for the House Dres, even then would I be safe? Could a loyalist be poisoned because of a not-so-innocent misjudgment? The others must have been thinking the same, loyalists and spies alike. While my mind whirled, I could hear the prince's voice addressing all assembled. The poison acts quickly. If the antidote is not taken within 1 minute from now, here will be the death at the table. Here will be death at the table. I couldn't decide whether I had been poisoned or not. My stomach ached, but I reminded myself it might have been the result of sitting at a sumptuous banquet and not partaking. My heart shook in my chest, and a bitter taste like trama root stung my lips. Again, was it fear or poison? Those are the last words you will hear if you are disloyal to me, said Prince Helseth, still smiling that damp smile as he watched his advisors squirming in their seats. Take the antidote and live. Could I believe him? I thought of what I know of the prince and his character. Would he kill a self-confessed spy at his court, or would he rather send the vanquished back to his masters? The prince was ruthless, but either possibility was within his manner. Surely the theatricality of this whole dinner was meant to be a presentation to instill fear. What would my ancestors say if I joined them after sitting at a table, eventually dying of poison? No silence. Agreed. Cool. We're on the same page. You and me. Because What would they say if I took the antidote, confessing my allegiance to you in the House Drez, and was summarily executed? And I confess I thought of what you might do to me even after I was dead. I had grown so lightheaded and filled with my own thoughts that I didn't see Burgess jump from his seat. I was only suddenly aware that he had the tureen in his hands and was gulping down the liquid within. There were guards all around, though I never noticed them entering. Burgess, said Prince Halseth, smiling, you have spent some time at Ghost Gate, House Redoran? You didn't know? Burgess laughed sourly. No, House. I report to your stepsister, the Queen of Wayrest. I've always been in her employ. By Akatosh, you poisoned me because you thought I was working for some damnable dark elves? You're half right, said the prince. I didn't guess who you were working for, or even that you were a spy. But you're also wrong about me poisoning you. You poisoned yourself when you drank from the tureen. Your Unholiness, you don't need to hear how Burgess died. I know that you have seen much over the many, many years of your existence, but you truly don't want to know. I wish I could erase the memory of his agonies from my own mind. The council was dismissed shortly thereafter. I do not know if Prince Halseth knows or suspects that I too am a spy. I do not know how many others last night, were as close as I was from drinking from the tureen before Burgess did. I only know that if the prince does not suspect me now, he will. I cannot win at the games he mastered long ago at the court of Wayrest. I beg your Unholiness, my dark liege Donane, to use your influence in the House Drez and dismiss your loyal servant from this charge. Publisher's note. Of course, the anonymous writer's signature has not been on any reprint of the letter since the origin. Cool. Anything else? There was some cool stuff here. Oh, there's so many books! Ah! I could be here all night just reading books.
Where are you?
I'm in the meadery.
Still?
Yes!
Holy crap.
The dude has a shit ton of books, yo! Okay. Cats of Skyrim. A report by Aldetuil. I have been sent to this frigid wasteland to catalog and study any of its indigenous cats, which has been so far uneventful. After months of wandering, I have so far only encountered some variations of the same basic species. In my travels, I have encountered several Khajiit outcasts from their clans that have taken up residence in Skyrim. They have been most unhelpful, probably for fear I'd expose their locations. I can't say I'm surprised that there are a few Khajiit here. It's cold and unwelcoming. Saber cats are the basic giant cats that have evolved to dangerously sharp front teeth. The average saber cat has reddish-brown fur, which it uses to blend into grassy regions. But I have observed them skulking and sleeping on rocks, so I don't believe the fur is for camouflage. The primary attacks of the saber cat are its biting attack, but it can also briefly rear up to attack with its front claws. I've also seen it pounce forward on its prey, in a particularly powerful attack. The snowy version of the saber cat has spotted white fur, which I believe it uses more for stalking more than its cousin in the plains. The tooth of the cat is rumored to be useful in the potions that restore the imbiber's stamina, as well as a potion that will temporarily give a more keen eye for smithing. A skillful hunter can usually salvage the pelts and teeth from their kill, but report that the meat is tasteless and not fit to eat. Good to know. At least that one actually gave me some real info. The Real Baron Zaya, Volume 5. As Symmachus had predicted, the theft of the Staff of Chaos had few short-term consequences. The current Emperor, Uriel Septim, sent some rather stiff messages expressing shock and displeasure at the staff's disappearance, and urging Symmachus, oh, it's not Eus, it's us, Symmachus, to make every effort to locate its whereabouts and communicate developments to the newly appointed Imperial Battle Mage, Yeagar Tharn, in whose hands the matter had been placed. Thorn! Symmachus thundered in disgust and frustration as he paced about the small chamber where Baronzia, now some months pregnant, was sitting serenely embroidering a baby blanket. Jaeger Thorn indeed! Hi! I wouldn't give him directions for crossing the street, not if he were a doddering old blind sot. What have you against him, love? I just don't trust that mongrel elf. Part dark elf, part high elf, and part the gods only know what. All the worst qualities of all the combined bloods, I'll warrant, he snorted. No one knows much about him. Claims he was born in southern Valenwood of a wood elven mother, seems to have been everywhere since. Baronzia, sunk in the contentment and lassitude of pregnancy, had only been humoring Symmachus thus far. But now she had suddenly dropped her needlework and looked at him. Something had piqued her interest. Symmachus, could this Jaeger Tharn have been the nightingale disguised? Symmachus thought this over before replying. Nay, my love, human blood seems to be the one missing component in Tharn's ancestry. To Symmachus, Baronzia knew that was a flaw. Her husband despised wood elves as lazy thieves and high elves as effete intellectuals. But he admired humans, especially Bretons, for their combination of pragmatism, intelligence, and energy. The Nightingales of Ebonheart, of the Rhaethyn clan, House Halalu, the House of Mora in particular, I'll be bound. Oh shoot, that was a voice. That house had some human blood in it since her time. I don't know who's supposed to be talking right now, so whatever. Ebonheart was jealous that the staff was laid here when Tiber Septim took the horn of summoning from us. I'm pretty sure that was the dude. Baronzia sighed a little. The rivalry between Ebonheart and Mournhold reached back almost to the dawn of Morrowind's history. Once the two nations had been one, all the lucrative mines had held in fief by the Rhaethyns, whose nobility retained the high kingship of Morrowind. Ebonheart had split into two separate city-states, Ebonheart and Mournhold, when Queen Leon's twin sons, grandsons of the legendary King Morlin, were left as joint heirs. At about the same time, the office of High King was vacated in favor of a temporary war leader to be named by the council in times of provincial emergency. Provincial, I think is the right word. Still, Ebonheart remained jealous of her prerogatives as the eldest city-state of Morrowind, first among equals, was the phrase its rulers often quoted, and claimed the rightful guardianship of the Staff of Chaos should have been entrusted to its ruling house. Mournhold responded that King Morlin himself had placed the staff in the keeping of the god Effin, and Mournhold was unarguably the god's birthplace. Why not tell Jaeger Thorn of your suspicions, then? Let him recover the thing. As long as it's safe, what does it matter who recovers it or where it lies? Symmachus stared at her without comprehension. It matters, he said softly after a while, but I suppose not that much. He added, certainly not enough for you to concern yourself further with it. You just sit there and tend to your... And here he smiled at her wicked embroidery. So he's racist and sexist. Yay. Baronzia flung the sampler at him. It hit Symmachus square in the face, needle, thimble, and all. In a few more months, Baronzia gave birth to a fine son whom they named Helseth. Nothing more was heard of the Staff of Chaos or the Nightingale. If Ebonheart had the staff in its possession, they certainly did not boast of it. The years passed swiftly and happily. Helseth grew tall and strong. He was much like his father, whom he worshipped. When Helseth was 8 years old, Baronzia bore a second child, a daughter, to Symmachus's lasting delight. Helseth was his pride, but little Morgana, named for Symmachus's mother, held his heart. Sadly, the birth of Morgana was not the harbinger of better times ahead. Relations with the Empire slowly deteriorated for no apparent reason. Taxes were raised and quotas increased with each passing year. Symmachus felt that the Emperor suspected him of having had a hand in the staff's disappearance and sought to prove his loyalty by making every effort to comply with the escalating demands. He lengthened working hours and raised tariffs and even made up some of the difference from both the royal exchequer. What's that word? Dear? Is he asleep? He's asleep. He's sitting in the enchanted chair of sleep. See, we have a chair over there. It's a recliner. It vibrates, even without it vibrating. It's the enchanted chair of sleep. You can't sit in it without falling asleep. It's just not possible. Either that or my voice is just so boring I put him to sleep. And their own private holdings. But the levies multiplied, and commoners and nobles alike began to complain. It was an ominous rumble. I want you to take the children and journey to the imperial city, Symmachus said at last in desperation one evening after dinner. You must make the emperor listen, else all Mordhold will be up in revolt come spring. He grinned forcibly. You have a way with men, love. You always did. Baronzaya forced a smile of her own. Even with you, I take it. Yes, especially with me, he acknowledged amiably. Both children? Baronzaya looked over toward a corner window where Helseth was strumming a lute and crooning a duet with his little sister. Helseth was 15 by then. Morgaya 8. They might soften his heart. Besides, it's high time Helseth was presented before the imperial court. Perhaps, but that's not your true reason. Baronzaya took a deep breath and grasped the nettle. You don't think you can keep them safe here. If that's the case, then you're not safe here either. Come with us, she urged. It was the Book of Cats that did it. Oh my goodness, this is such a long book. The stories of Baronzaya and Helseth in them are so long. He took her hands in his. Baronzaya, my love, heart of my heart, if I leave now, there will be nothing for us to return to. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. I can take care of myself. And I can do it better if I'm not worrying about you or the children. Baronzaya laid her head against his chest. Just remember that we need you. I need you. We can do without the rest of it if we have each other. Empty hands and empty bellies are easier to bear than an empty heart. She started to cry, thinking of the nightingale and that sordid business with the staff. My foolishness has brought us to this pass. He smiled at her tenderly. If so, 'tis not so bad a place to be. His eyes rested indulgently on their children. None of us shall ever go without, or for want for anything, ever, ever, my love, I promise you. I cost you everything once, Baronzaya. I and Tiber Septim. Without my aid, the Empire never would have begun. I helped it rise. His voice hardened. I can bring about its fall. You may tell Uriel Septim that, and that my patience is not infinite. Baronzaya gasped. Symmachus was not given to empty threats. She'd no more imagined that he would ever turn against the Empire than the old house wolf lying by the grate would turn on her. I'm feeling dizzy.
What's wrong?
I'm feeling lightheaded.
No.
How? She demanded breathlessly. Then she shook his head. Then he shook his head. Better that you not know, he said. Just tell him what I told you, should he prove recalcitrant. And do not fear, he's septum enough that he will not take it out on the messenger. He smiled grimly. For if he does, if he ever harms the least hair on you, my love, or the children, so help me of all the gods in Tamriel, he'll pray that he hadn't been born. I'll hunt him down, him and his entire family, and I won't rest until the last septum is dead. The red, dark, elven eyes of Symmachus gleamed brightly in the ebbing firelight. plight you that my oath, my love, my queen, my Baronsiah. Baronsiah held him as tight as she could, but in spite of the warmth in his embrace, she couldn't help shivering. Baronsiah stood before the Emperor's throne, trying to explain Mournhold's straits. She'd waited weeks for an audience with Uriel Septim, having been fobbed off on this pretext or that. His Majesty is indisposed. An urgent matter demands His Excellency's attention. I'm sorry, Your Highness. There must be some mistake. Your appointment is for next week. No, see? And now it wasn't even going well. The Emperor did not even make the slightest pretense at listening to her. He hadn't invited her to sit, nor had he dismissed the children. Elsa stood still as a carven image, but little Morgaya had begun to fuss. The state of her own mind didn't help her any. Shortly upon arrival at her lodgings, the Mournholdian ambassador to the imperial city had demanded entry, bringing with him a sheaf of dispatches from Symmachus. Bad news and plenty of it. The revolt had finally begun. The peasants had organized around a few disgruntled members of Mournhold's minor nobility and were demanding Symmachus step down and hand over the reins of government. Only the Imperial Guard and a handful of troops whose family had been retainers of Baronsiah's house for generations stood between Symmachus and the rabble. Hostilities had already broken out, but apparently Symmachus was safe and still in control. Not for long, he wrote. He entreated Baronsiah to try her best with the Emperor, but in any case she was to stay in the Imperial city until he wrote to tell her it was safe to go back home with the children. She had tried to barge her way through the imperial bureaucracy with little success. And to add to her growing panic, all news from Mournhold had come to a sudden stop. Tottering between rage at the Emperor's numerous majordomos and the fear of the fate awaiting her and her family, the weeks had passed by tensely, agonizingly, remorselessly, and one day the Mournholdian ambassador came calling to tell her she should expect news from Symmachus the following night at the latest. Not through the regular channels, but by Nighthawk. Seemingly by the same stroke of luck, she was informed that that same day by a clerk from the imperial court that Uriel Septim had finally consented to grant her an audience early on the morrow. I'm not reading any more of these tonight. The Emperor had greeted the three of them when they came into the audience chamber with a too bright smile of welcome that nonetheless didn't reach his eyes. Then, as she presented her children, he had gazed at them with a fixed attention. That was real yet somehow inappropriate. Baronsiah had been dealing with humans for nearly 500 years now and had developed the skill of reading their expressions and movements that was far beyond what?
I said you can barely breathe right now.
I think that's why I'm feeling so lightheaded. Like, if I was standing up right now, I would fall down. It's far beyond what any human could ever perceive. Try as the Emperor might to conceal it. There was hunger in his eyes and something else. Regret? Yes, regret. But why? He had several fine children of his own. Why covet hers? And why look at her with such a vicious, however brief, yearning? Perhaps he had tired of his consort. Humans were notoriously, though predictably, inconstant. Hey, sweetheart.
Huh.
Would you go ahead and make that burrito for me, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Been hunting for meatery for almost an hour now.
I know. Don't stand up. I won't stand up. That's why I sent him to get the food, because I'm wondering if it's because I'm forcing myself not to eat. Like, I ate dinner, but I ate a small dinner.
We've got about 30 minutes left for your stream. Do you want to wait until after your stream to do it?
No.
You eat on stream?
Yep. The microphone's all the way over there. I won't make huge noises. And I lost where I was. Yearning. Perhaps he had... Oh, yeah. They're inconstant. After that one long, burning glance, his gaze had shifted away as she began to speak of her mission and the violence that had erupted in Mournhold. He sat still as stone throughout her entire account, puzzled at his inertia, and vexed to no end. Baron Zaya stared into the pale, set face, looking for some trace of the septum she'd known in the past. She didn't know Uriel Septum well, having met him once when he was still a child. And then again at his coronation 20 years later. Twice, that was all. He'd been a stern and dignified presence at the ceremony even as a young adult, yet not icily remote as this more mature man was. In fact, despite the physical resemblance, he didn't seem to be the same man at all. Not the same, yet something about him was familiar to her, more familiar than it should be, some trick of posture or gesture. Suddenly she felt very hot, as if lava had been poured over her. Illusion. She had studied the arts of illusion since the nightingale had deceived her so badly. She had learned to detect it, and she felt it now as certainly as a blind man could feel the sun on his face. Illusion. Why? Her mind worked furiously, even as her mouth went on reciting details about the Mournhold's troubles. Vanity? Humans were oft ashamed at the signs of aging, as elves were proud to exhibit them. Yet the face Uriel Septim wore seemed consistent with his age. Baron Zaya dared use none of her own magic. Even petty nobles had means of detecting magicka, if not actually shielding themselves from its effects, within their own halls. The use of sorcery here would bring down the Emperor's wrath. Whoops, there was an opening there. As surely as drawing a dagger would. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Breakfast burrito. So super easy. 12 eggs, a dash of milk, in my case almond milk, like maybe half a cup tops. Cheese, if you can have it. I didn't put cheese in ours, so we have been putting it on our individual stuff. And normally you'd cut up like peppers and onions. I just got a thing of a can of roasted tomatoes and chilies because it was faster, and I didn't have time to cut all that stuff up. Oh, I think of hash browns, like Southwestern hash browns. And then I put some hot sausage and bacon, cooked that all up in a skillet, put that in it, and just put it on low for 8 hours, and there you go. Got a great casserole. We've eaten it as casserole, we've eaten it as burritos. It's been awesome. Oh, I bet I would have made a really good breakfast pizza. Now I have some Wayfair nacho cheese, which is non-dairy cheese. It's so good. You put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. It tastes just like nacho cheese. It's awesome. Magic. Illusion. Suddenly, she was brought to the mind of the nightingale. And then he was sitting before her. Then the vision changed, and it was Uriel Septim. He looked sad, trapped. And then the visitor faded once more, and another man sat in his place like the nightingale, and yet unlike. Pale skin, bloodshot eyes, elfin ears, and about him a fierce glow and of concentrated malice, an aura of eldritch energy, horrible, destructive shimmer. This man was capable of anything. I'll just trust ya. I hate tomatoes. Oh, well then don't put tomatoes in it. Just do like, green peppers and onions and some extra hash browns or something, or whatever you'd like to put in that stuff, you know, jalapenos, whatever. This was just easy. I also had a jar of jalapenos I could have put in it, but I was saving those for making simple meals like meat and cheese, you know, quesadillas. The summers when I don't have the kids, much easier on the food, because when we don't have Chloe here, I can do simple stuff like tuna fish sandwiches, and if I don't have meat, I don't feel bad about just having bean burritos, so I don't have to worry about it as much, which is great because I don't get child support when the kids are with their dad. Let's see, what am I saying? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. We are at... This man was capable of anything. And then, once again, she was looking into the face of Uriel Septim. How could she be sure she wasn't imagining things? Perhaps her mind was playing tricks on her. She felt a sudden vast weariness, as if she'd been carrying a heavy burden too long and too far. She decided to abandon her earnest narrative of Mournhold's ills, as it was quite plainly getting her nowhere, switch back to pleasantry. Pleasantry, however, with a hidden agenda. Do you remember, sire, Xenakis and I had dinner with your family short after your father's coronation? You were no older than tiny Morgaya here. We were greatly honored to be the only guest that evening, except for your best friend Justin, of course. Ah, yes, the Emperor said, smiling cautiously. Very cautiously. I do believe I recall that. You and Justin were such friends, Your Majesty. I was told he died not long after. A great pity. Indeed, I still do not like to speak of him. His eyes turned blank, or blanker, if it had been possible. As for your request, milady, we shall take it under advisement and let you know. Baron Zaya bowed, as did the children. A nod from the Emperor dismissed them, and they backed away from the imperial presence. She took a deep breath when they emerged from the throne room. Justin had been an imaginary playmate, although young Uriel had insisted a place be set for Justin at every meal. Not only that, Justin, despite the boyish name, had been a girl. Xenakis had kept up the joke long enough after she had gone the way of imaginary childhood friends, inquiring after Justin's health whenever he and Uriel Septim met, and being responded to in as mock serious a fashion. The last Baron Zaya had heard of Justin several years ago. The Emperor had evidently joked elaborately to Xenakis that she had met an adventurous, though incorrigible Khajiit youth, married him, and settled down in Lilandril to raise fire ferns and mugworts. The man sitting on the Emperor's divan was not Uriel Septim. The Nightingale? Could it be? Yes, yes. A chord of recognition rang through her, and Baron Zaya knew she was right. It was him. It was. The Nightingale, masquerading as the Emperor. Xenakis had been wrong, so wrong. What now, she wondered frantically. What had become of Uriel Septim? And no more to the point, what did it mean for her and Xenakis and all of Mournhold? Thinking back, Baron Zaya guessed that their troubles were due to this false emperor, this Nightingale-spawned glamour, or whatever he really was. He must have taken Uriel Septim's place shortly before the unreasonable demands on Mournhold had begun. That would explain why relations had deteriorated for so long, as humans reckon time, long after her disapproved liaison with Tiber Septim. The Nightingale knew of Xenakis' famed loyalty to and knowledge of the Septim House, and was effecting a preemptive strike. If that were the case, they were all in terrible danger. She and the children were in his power here in the Imperial City, and Xenakis was left alone to deal with the troubles of the Nightingales brewing in Mournhold. What must she do? Baron Zaya impelled the children ahead of her, a hand on each shoulder, trying to stay cool, collected. Her ladies-in-waiting and personal knights escort trailing behind. Finally reaching their waiting carriage, even though their suite of rooms was only a few blocks from the palace, royal dignity forbade travel on foot for even short distances. And for once, Baron Zaya was glad of it. The carriage seemed a kind of refuge now, false as she knew the feeling must be. A boy dashed up to one of the guards and handed him a scroll, then pointed to the carriage. The guard brought it to her. The boy waited, eyes wide and shining. The epistle was brief and complimentary, and simply inquired if King Aedwire of Wayrest of the province of High Rock might be granted an audience with the famed Queen Baron Zaya of Mournhold, as he had heard much of her and would like to be pleased to make her acquaintance. Baron Zaya's first impulse was to refuse. She wanted only to leave this city. Certainly she had no inclination toward any dalliance with a dazzled human. She looked up, frowning, and one of her guards said, "Milady, the boy says his master awaits your reply yonder." She looked in the direction indicated and saw a handsome, elderly man on horseback, surrounded by half a dozen courtiers and cavaliers. He caught her eye and bowed respectfully, taking off a plumed hat. "Very well," Baron Zaya said to the boy on impulse. "Tell your master he may call on me tonight after the dinner hour." King Aedwire looked polite and grave and rather worried, but not in the least love-struck. At least that was something, she thought pensively. Aaron's eyes stood... Oh my god, how long is this book? Many, many, many more pages. You want to know what happens in the story? Read it yourself. I've officially found a book that just made me decide not to read any more books. Unless I think that they have anything to do with increasing something. Not that. Okay. I'm done with that.
You can actually tell by looking the general length of a book.
How?
If you go back and you look at the actual books, The Thief of Virtue was a hell of a lot smaller of a book.
So the
than
actual
any
size of the book
films.
matters.
Yes,
Okay.
with the exception of one. It's the biggest book in the game, and it's only 2 pages. But that's more of a...
God! Where's the stupid sweet spot? Right there. Welcome to too much content, right? Holy crap. Like, dude. Too much content, indeed. Oh my god, so much stuff. I know I can't have any of it. But hey, I used my lockpicking skill, and that was cool. That's it here? That's it here. Okay.
You officially spent 1 hour in Honeymead Brewery.
How can you tell?
Because I've been paying attention.
Well, it's not my fault. It's not my fault the books were so long, and I would have been here longer.
The one book was so long.
Yeah, holy crap, dude.
If you need to sample some of the finest
I do
mead
not
in
need to
Skyrim,
sample crap.
If you're looking to purchase any mead, speak to the owner, Sabior.
Cool, we'll do.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Okay, so White Ring. Might as well actually try to do something. The other way. Oh.
Lavender was...
Cotton.
And see how that marker for the windmill was moving on your compass there?
Yeah.
That means it's getting, like, when it gets that big, it means it's close and you can get that location.
Okay.
You're going to want to take a left.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brewers. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Like, left. Like, going around that side of the other side of the city.
But I was trying to discover the place. Okay, go this way. Should I just go the wrong way in general? Is that what happened?
Yeah, kind of.
Crap. I mean, I see you said the other way, but I thought that was when I was going the other way. So, all right, I'll just walk around till we.
There are people fighting a giant on the other side of that river.
Where?
Right over there.
Oh, right over there. For Codlag! Not more than that.
No, they managed to beat it.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
I was on my way! Tried my best.
Another milk drinker crying about his effort. Glory only awaits those who triumph. And as companions, our glory must always be hard fought.
Who dat?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the companions? An order of warriors.
So far,
we are
your
brothers
guild.
and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell.
Okay.
What's on your mind? Are you kidding? I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl.
Right.
Haven't you heard the stories of Codlac and Skjor fighting off the 101 orc berserkers? Skjor says
Did she
it
just
was
say
more like
Codlac?
40, but he's just being modest.
That's what this is from?
Yeah.
Where else would I want to be but here?
I have been saying for Codlag for so long because of this mother effer over here, and it's for freaking Skyrim.
Yeah. The whole
For
Princess
what?
Bitchface.
Cuplick? What?
Huh? What?
I can't read what that last part says. It looks like it says Cuplick.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Cuplick?
You might be talking about
like
your
you-
food.
Didn't have any food in my mouth when I said that.
I'm not sure. I didn't hear coupling, but I'm not on the other side of the microphone.
The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skjor,
he's giving me
and
a
the
hard time.
brothers, Marcus and Vilcus. Codlac advises them, but he doesn't really give orders. Only the most famous warrior band in all of... When we arrive, blood is spilled and our blades sing
So
to the
good,
glories
Alma.
of Ysgramor. This is life, sister. The struggle is what reminds us to draw breath. All right, then.
Cool.
You can also loot that dead giant.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh,
2 whole
never
iron
mind.
arrows.
You waited too long and they looted him.
That's alright. They made the kill. They deserve it.
Now see that horseshoe on your compass?
Yes?
That's where you're headed
Okay.
to start.
There it is. Okay. Let's find the road. Here we go. On the road. First.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Oh, neat.
Well, I know the companions make their home here. Their mead hall, Jorvaskar, is the oldest
I
building
don't
in the city.
hear you at
Oh,
first.
and
Factory
there's a
work
nasty feud between two
left
families
my
called the Grey Manes
hearing
and the
not the best.
Battleborn.
Oh, okay.
You want to be careful there. The rest
What
you
you're
can
saying
find
is
out
I
the
need to
best
be
in the town.
louder for the old man
Start
in
with
the
the barkeep at
audience.
the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward.
Just kidding. Love you guys.
All right, then.
White Run Stables discovered. Aha, White Run! I'm in the walls, bitches! Hey, who are you?
You look strong.
Focus!
Come to Jorvaskar and be a
Oh,
companion.
well,
I remember you from Princess Bitchface.
he was one of the people screaming for Codlac.
Yeah, but he was the one that, like, glitched it, right? Was he the one that you had trouble with?
Him and Vilcus both.
Yeah, Farkas and Vilcus. Where do you stand on
Too
the board?
confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning.
Okay. I'll do that. Why did you join?
Vilcus and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us.
Who are
The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other.
Can I join?
Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands.
Cool.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
You at least let me look at the. Oh, it's that guy? Okay. Riverwood calls for the Y'all's aid. I have news from Hagen about the dragon attack. Will this change your mind? Still, I'm gonna go with this one.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Woot woot!
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker if you're worth anything in a fight.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. Woot woot! I know it's about to autosave, but I don't care. Quick save! Go.
I mostly deal with petty
We'll pay
thievery and
whatever it
drunken
takes,
brawls.
but we must
Been
have
too
more
long since
swords
we've
for
had
the
a good
Imperial
bandit raid.
soldiers.
There are too many people trying to talk to me at once.
That size on my own. Why don't you
What?
swallow that stubborn pride of yours? And
Yes?
There's a lot of people talking to each other and to me
Supplies.
as they pass
See
by.
Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man.
Besides, steal for the
Hmm?
Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn?
What?
Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn?
I don't know what you're asking me.
New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal.
I see.
So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn?
I'm not picking sides.
Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire.
Then one day I might, but that day is not today.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
Why is it?
Yes,
I
I
don't
hear
think we
that
should be
question
hunting
often.
while we're drunk. It's
My
probably a bad
brother
idea.
Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop.
Who do I talk to about work?
Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just
Ooh.
up the road near the market.
I'll do that,
You
thanks.
should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help.
I feel a lot better, by the way. Eating helped.
What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know.
That's just weird. Why'd you have to go and make it weird? What are you hunting? Oh, I don't want to know. Everything he's got is worse than what I have, or equal to it. As far as, like, not go. Can I get some steel armor?
You have Imperial gauntlets, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, those would be better than what you have.
Yeah.
Well, you have regular Imperial gauntlets, not steel.
I know.
So
I'm trying to decide if I want to upgrade to more Imperial stuff or if I should switch into Nordic stuff. Or if it will affect how people react to me or anything.
nope.
Oh, okay. Well, these ones are kind of prettier. I like these ones. So let's buy those. And I guess I should take that. And I'll take, that's the same. Alright.
Thank you very much.
So we'll go to apparel. We'll put this stuff on. What should I do by doing this, this, and this? I thought I just got a steel helmet. That's weird.
For your business.
Like, no way, I
Hand-graven
totally
or
just
Horker.
bought a steel helmet
An
from you.
archer, huh? I've got just what you need.
What?
Oh, no, I didn't because it was the same amount. Okay. I got confused because I didn't see the helmet, but then I just realized that I didn't see the helmet because
Farewell.
I didn't need to buy it.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
Oh, right. Done with that. Okay. Oh, whoops.
What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
So what can I get you?
Let's see, how much would
Bows
you
and
pay
arrows
me
for the mighty huntsman.
Still, 45.
Less. That was 1 gold piece less.
Oh, then I had worked up to on the other one.
Yep.
That's so sucky. Alright. I just got one more
until
thing.
next time, right
which
behind you.
is to take the stuff he's not wearing.
What do you want me to carry?
Take. And move up to the shield just in case you want to use
Let's
it.
get going then.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
So.
All right, then.
This person.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts.
Is this the one you lost on a mountain?
I'll make great art for you.
What?
Is this the gal you lost on a mountain?
No, I'm pretty sure that's the one that I took and sacrificed.
Oh,
to
that's the one you sacrificed.
I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red.
And I'm assuming you can only have one companion at a time.
But yes, I'll take coin to fight at your
Yes
side.
and no.
After all, where is the value in creating
Quest
art?
companions
There's
are
nobody
a very
left
big
alive
thing.
to see.
You can get a companion by going into a certain to a
Okay,
certain
but
quest.
as far as the guy I have with me and this chick, I could not hire her and have him.
Correct.
Okay. Another
I don't
time.
think you have enough gold for it anyway.
Seek me
You'd
out
have to
here.
sell all your
Yeah,
gear.
not right now. I don't. But that's not the point
Always in shadows.
because I have him for free. Why would I pay her?
When you get him killed.
Yeah. So eventually, but not right now. I did not mean to leave that building.
Still here.
Nope.
Oh, you can go look for some more books?
No, I just want to see if there's any more people I can talk to. Oh, there's a person. Wake
Need
up!
something?
Talk to me.
Talk to my brother, Elrendir.
Oh, you won't talk to me? You stupid asshole. You won't talk to me.
He's the one that his brother shot in the bum.
No, he's the one who shot his brother in the bum.
No, Honoria. The one that didn't talk much. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, the one that wouldn't talk to me is the one who shot his brother in the butt.
Ah.
Level up! Oh, no. Requires 20. Oh, I can't do any more until I've done more. This is stupid. Oh, whoops. Shoot. No, how do I go back to my level up?
It's okay. You just have a waiting perk now that you can pick later once the skill gets higher.
But I want to do it now.
Okay.
Oh, I just go to skills. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at the paths here. Cost less stamina. Armors and your armor. Oh, these are nice. Dude. Power attacks do 25% bonus damage with a chance to decapitate.
Mm-hmm.
Two-handed power attack while sprinting does double critical damage. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I want that one. Okay. Looks like the thingy is this way.
Nope.
But that's the...
No, you're looking at the entrance to the city.
Right. I was totally looking at the entrance to the city. Okay, I see the thingy now. Yeah, you hush. What's down there? All of the dead?
Catacombs.
Yeah, I figured. Well, cousins, I'm off to bed. Talk to y'all soon. Love you. Love you, cuz. Thanks, Tolbert Games. Check out my cousin Tolbert Games on his Twitch channel and his YouTube. He plays a lot of Minecraft and stuff.
And Elder Scrolls Online.
And Elder Scrolls Online.
Cloaks, Imperials, jargons. Keep them
Ugh.
matters to me with that.
You guys just gonna talk. Up, and up we go. Do, 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 do.
You should talk to
Dragon's
Beyond up in
Reach.
Dragon's Reach. Lend any aid you can.
I'm trying to. There we go. Anyway, catch my cousin Tolbert Games. You should like his YouTube stuff and give him a follow here on Twitch, and that would be super helpful.
What do you need?
I don't need anything from you. Go ahead.
My lord, please. What would you have me do? Have to listen. Nothing? My lord, please. This is no time for
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
He clearly is. Both of these, but here we go.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
She's about to cut your head off.
I know. Son of a bitch.
So, you were at Helgen?
Yes.
You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes. Shared Helgen, and last I saw it's headed this way. It's a strong cloak in the dragon's hand. I don't want to be a sarcastic bitch. This is kind of the in-between, but that's also like, hey, this is also something important. But would I know if this guy has beef with this guy?
That could cause a problem.
I'm just gonna go with this one.
Ysmir Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
Sure.
You've done
Let's
Whiterun
go with that.
service. And I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Oh, you got some more steel armor.
There is
Yeah,
another
wish I had
thing
just
you could do
shut up.
for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps.
Wish I had known I was
Come,
going to be getting
let's
steel
go
armor,
find
and I would not
Farengar,
have bought it.
my court wizard. He's
Oops.
been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar.
Oh, okay, so I
He
am
can
supposed
be
to
a
follow
bit
you.
difficult.
Bit
Mages,
difficult.
you know.
Time to talk to the court wizard.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
And did you pick up the dragon stone?
What
so the
dragon
Jarl
stone?
thinks you can
Yes,
get
yes, I
used to
did.
it.
Okay.
Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tab that may or may not
It's
actually
fun
be there.
talking to people, huh?
Okay, what exactly does this have to do with what we're talking about?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Huh. Do you mean this one?
Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it.
Whoop, whoop.
You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the
Oh, you didn't get any money from him, did you?
No! I expected him to offer me something.
Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter
You know
to
that
learn
cheap-ass axe that
The
has
item
an
is
enchantment
destroyed
on
in
it
the
that you can't
process.
sell anybody
Beware.
very much?
Yeah.
Once you know an enchantment,
Destroy it and
you'll
learn
need
to
a
make
soul
50
gem
more.
and something to enchant. You'll use the
Well,
arcane enchanter for that too.
Countless numbers more.
Of
But
course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Yeah, and he won't even. I can't even try to sell him it. Robes of Conjuration. Huh.
Bound battle axe is probably my favorite weapon. Well, bound sword will definitely raise your it'll raise your conjuration spell in a hurry, your conjuration level in a hurry. Fuck yeah, someone was fireballs.
Why?
Probably not going to use them.
So, like, you're the wizard around here?
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me?
Sure.
I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Fuck you.
A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold.
Everybody's going to send you to Winterhold.
I know.
I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
Good day.
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue
No,
my
one minute you're
research, I don't
complimenting
care
me,
who gives the orders.
and I almost think you're freaking
Now,
flirting,
I'm
and
a
then
busy
the
man,
next
and
minute
your pointless questions are boring me
you
terribly.
are being an ass.
Good day.
Farengar, you need to come
So
at once.
go over to the
A
enchanting
dragon's
table
been
behind
sighted
it.
nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen?
What?
What was it doing?
Dragon.
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you.
It's okay,
If
the dragon will wait
decides
until
to
you
attack
actually get
Whiterun,
to where it's
I
at.
don't know.
What, dear?
The dragon will wait until you get to where it's at.
Okay.
Stop it.
Go to the, yeah. Go explore the enchantment table behind.
Don't wanna.
Let's go.
Oh, enchantments are learned by disenchanting enchanted items. Disenchant. This one. Yes. Cool.
And for that, I'd wait until you have a necklace and a soul gem filled. We're about to 11 o'clock, then.
Okay, just real quick, I'm gonna go to my. Is that gonna be under apparel or? Okay, yeah, I've got it on. It just didn't show me I had it on. So, I think this is a good place to call it for the night. Hanging out here in the keep with Faendal, and about to go, I guess, take on a dragon at some point. That would be fun. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today to play Skyrim. I've definitely learned my lessons about the books. I will still look at the books, and if they are like 6 pages or less, then I will maybe probably read them. But I'm not reading no chapter books anymore because that was insane. I couldn't even get through the damn thing. So having fun with that. Thank you everybody for joining us, stopping by, participating in chat. Thank you Total Games, and earlier crap. We had a gal that was lovely and joined us for a moment. And
Rose Gurley.
Rose Gurley, thank you. So yes, thank you, Rose Gurley. We appreciate everything y'all do for us. Check me out again next Wednesday as I continue to fumble around Skyrim, and join Guy on Friday, right?
Friday night?
No,
Yeah,
we
well,
do Friday night fights with our friends Shattered Elements. We stream on their channel for that. So you should definitely look them up. Friday night fights consists of everything from fight games, specifically like Jump Force and whatnot, and Naruto to Gauntlet, and most recently they've been playing Magicka. So that's fun. So you get to check all of us out as we give each other shit and play. And then Sunday with all of us, with Guy, myself, currently guest starring, and our lovely players, Tolbert Games, Zevis, 1993, Greymane Wolf,
and Chris from CNC Creature Catchers.
And Chris from CNC Creature Catchers. Did I get that right? Hope you guys are watching and I get mad props for that. So we will be playing a Death Gods game, which is a homebrew that Guy is writing, and hopefully will eventually turn into a freaking book, because oh my god, you should see the inside of this guy's brain. It is insane. All right, thank you so much. We will see you on Friday for Friday Night Fights on the Shattered Elements channel. Check you later.
Thanks for calling my brain insane.